Welcome back to Aloha Stadium for tonight's game between Hawaii, 5-5 on the season, and Northwestern, 6-5 on the season. Northwestern wins tonight. They become bowl eligible. Hawaii needs to win against Northwestern, and then next week in the season finale, they have to defeat Michigan State. Working with us again tonight is Russell Yamanoha. Let's go down to Russ.
You know, Jim, as you guys mentioned, it's a must-win for both Northwestern and Hawaii tonight. Northwestern out of the Big Ten, they come in slightly favored over Hawaii by a touchdown, and that could play right into Northwestern's hands. Northwestern, in our Bud Fact tonight, Northwestern has played a lot of close games this season. In fact, seven games decided by less than a touchdown, and they have 4 overtime games this season. That's an NCAA record, so Northwestern no stranger to the close game. The Wildcats need a win tonight, as does Hawaii, and it's simple. In our Geico quote of the game, wide receiver Chad Owens from the University of Hawaii, he kept it simple in saying the game plan for Hawaii tonight.
You lose, there's no postseason play, so you got to play for right now. I mean, really, we shouldn't be thinking about the bowl game. We got to be thinking about this game, and they're gonna come with everything they got. We're gonna come with everything we got, and it's gonna be a battle out there, to the end. But I can tell you this: it will be a dogfight. It's gonna be a great game, and it's just gonna be so exciting. It's gonna be an experience that I'll never forget.
And you heard Chad Owens. It's simple: win, and Hawaii stays alive for a bowl bid. If they lose, it's all over. Same thing on the other side of the field for Northwestern. Let's send it back up to the booth.
Okay, Russ. Both of these teams have had trouble winning on the road. The Warriors are 0-4 throughout the season on the road, and Northwestern is 1-4. Their only win on the road was at Penn State. June Jones coaching for Hawaii in his 6th year, 45-30. He is 34-15 at Aloha Stadium. And for Northwestern, Randy Walker in his 6th year, he is 30-40, but he is 89-75-5 in 15 years as a head coach, and that includes his tenure at the University of Miami, Ohio. So we're just about ready to get underway here at Aloha Stadium. Hawaii has been very good at home. They are 5-1. They lost the first game of the regular season. They lost to Florida Atlantic in overtime, 35-28. Reminder to click on to BigIslandCandies.com to view their latest holiday specials. The new Kona Mocha shortbread cookie combination is a sure hit to send to family and friends. Big Island Candies. Hawaii is going to receive to start this game. And Northwestern will defend the north goal. Jason Ferguson is back deep for Hawaii. Ferguson, 5'5" freshman out of Los Angeles in Fairfax High School in Los Angeles. Also back with him is Ross Dickerson. So Hawaii, for the first time in a long time, with 2 deep receivers. Brian Huffman will kick off. Huffman, the 5th-year senior out of Schaumburg, Illinois. So very happy you're with us tonight. We send you our best from the magnificent islands of Hawaii. Hope this telecast finds you well. Huffman getting ready to kick off. And we're underway. And we have an offside penalty already on Northwestern. It is taken at the goal line by Dickerson. Dickerson stumbles. He's down at the 5-yard line, but offside will be called on the Northwestern. I used the word encroachment, I believe. The referee tonight is Bill Athan. I mean, right away you could see that Northwestern was way offside by the time Huffman kicked the ball, and he kicked it at a very extreme angle.
Offside, kicking team number 5. 5-yard penalty. Northwestern will re-kick.
So the penalty called on Brandon Horn on the special teams, and there will be A re-kick by Northwestern. Hawaii needs to really put the pressure on that Northwestern defense. That means they've got to go deep. If they can go deep, that will really open it up. Chad Owens now goes back, along with Ferguson. So Ross Dickerson has been yanked from the lineup. We wonder whether when he stumbled he hurt himself, but we don't know that. So Owens is back. Owens, an excellent returner. So we'll try it again. This time they're going to kick off from the 30-yard line. Huffman kicks off, and we'll have another offside penalty. This will go to Chad Owens. Owens runs right up the middle, and he gets blasted, but we have a penalty flag, and they were offside again. So this game, I mean, its trouble's getting underway. Offside against Northwestern. Owens motored the ball out to the 26-yard line. Here's referee Nathan.
Offside. Kicking team number 45. 5-yard penalty. Northwestern will re-kick.
Ben Rothroff. You see, by the time that Huffman made contact with the ball, his teammates were in front of the line. So now the ball is moved back to the 25-yard line. And this is the third opening kickoff of this game. So Ferguson, number 21, and Owens deep for Hawaii. Huffman will try it again. Ferguson and Owens move up to the 10-yard line. See if the third time is the charm here. And no flag this time. Ferguson takes it on the 23. Little guy trying to get some blocking over the 30. Down he goes at the 32-yard line. So Hawaii will have the ball on this opening drive, their first possession. They are led by quarterback Tim Chang. Chang has thrown for 3,032 yards this season, 26 touchdowns and 11 interceptions. This is the lineup. Isera, the two cousins, Hercules and Samson Satelli, Brandon Eaton and Jeremy Inferrero. Komine, Owens, Welch, and Rivers are the wide receivers. Michael Brewster is the running back, and we have a player down for Hawaii. Tim Chang has NCAA records. He holds the record for career passing yards, 15,846. Career total offense, 15,632. Career attempts, career completions, and one he doesn't want, and that's career interceptions. He has 78. Paul Lutu Carroll down. And concern now for Lutu Carroll. He is the senior out of Waianae.
Yeah, he's had a disappointing year, Jim. He came into the fall as the #1 quarterback, hurt his knee, didn't even get to play in the first game, I don't believe. And so finally he's gotten healthy, and he's on the special teams. He comes in to rotate with the linebackers, and so this is not certainly discouraging for him.
So they help him up, and they're going to have to help him off. That's the head coach of Northwestern. That's Randy Walker in his 6th year. Won a share of the Big Ten title with an 8-4 mark in the 2000 season. So first down for Hawaii. They load up the left side with 3 wide receivers. First play of the game. Tim Chang, quick pass. The screen is set up. And the ball advanced out to the 43-yard line. With it is Ross Dickerson. This is the 11-yard gain. This is the Northwestern defense. Tonight's starting lineup sponsored by Enjoy Snacks. It's time to enjoy life. Howard, Castillo, Clark, and Cofield. Very experienced defensive line. Tim McGarrigle leads in tackles. He has 141 coming into the game. And the defensive backs, Ward, Henderson, Price, and Backus. First down after that 11-yard screen completion. Another throw. That is dropped. It was intended for Britton Comine. The ball was right there. Comine has the ball spill out. So that'll bring up 2nd down and 10. The ball at the 44-yard line. West Kali'ikipi has come in at running back now for Hawaii. So Hawaii opens with what they do and have done in the long tenure of Coach Jones, and that is throwing the ball. 2nd and 10. Ball at the 44. Over the middle. Intercepted. Intercepted on the 41-yard line of Northwestern. Tim McGarrigle. McGarrigle, that's his first interception of the season. So Northwestern turns it right around. We'll take another look here.
Well, Northwestern rushes 4 guys. They drop all of their linebackers back into the zone. Timmy Chang tries to go right up the middle. McGarrigle just drops back, just fades back from his middle linebacker position, and gets there right on time.
79th career interception. And that is the 12th interception this year. Bazinet throws down the sidelines, incomplete on the first down for Northwestern. Offensively for Northwestern, Essex, Ekechukwu Ndikwe, Trevor Reese, Matt Ulrich, and Zach Steele. That offensive line averages 314 pounds. They are 6'4". So an excellent, very experienced offensive line. There you see the skill position. Jones, Akins, Herbert, wide receiver. Thompson, also a wide receiver in there. Pitch pattern. Outside it goes to Jonathan Fields. And Fields is run out as he crosses the 45 to the 47-yard line. Good play by Abraham Ilamimian. Ilamimian did not play last week against Idaho. And he is coming back from an injury that has nagged at him all season long.
Well, you know, Northwestern comes out, first 2 plays they're throwing it. It's certainly not what people are expecting them to do. What I expected them to do. I expect them to come out with this huge offensive line and just run the ball the whole time.
Fields and Akins are to the far side. Double wide receiver also to the near side. They're using the Hawaii offense. Spread formation for Northwestern. That ball is thrown low. It was intended on the far side for number 2, Ashton Akins.
I tell you, a terrific job by the Northwestern offensive line of blocking the defensive front for Hawaii. The quarterback Bassina had all the time in the world. To give credit to Hawaii's defensive backfield and the linebackers for covering the receivers. He didn't have anybody to go to, and now they've got to punt the ball away.
So 3 and out for Northwestern. Punting the ball is Huffman. Waiting for it is Owens. Owens comes over, takes it on the 11-yard line, sheds 1 tackler, 15. Owens to the 20. And it will be first down for Hawaii. 42-yard punt and a 9-yard return by Chad Owens. Early in the game, 12:54 left in the first quarter. No score.
Michael, I need someone to work late tonight. I know it's after 5, and I know you probably have plans. By the way, you smell really good. Thank you.
Introducing Red Zone Body Wash from Old Spice. With 8-hour scent technology, the great smell lasts all day, whether you want it to or not.
Yeah, you do smell good.
New Red Zone Body Wash.
The most spectacular treasure was hidden by America's founding fathers.
The clues.
The dollar bill's trying to tell me something.
Are in plain sight.
A treasure map on the back of
The Declaration of Independence. We could borrow it. I'm gonna steal it.
And on November 19th, the greatest treasure hunt in history
There's more to the riddle.
is about to begin.
Tell me what the next clue is.
From producer Jerry Bruckheimer, Nicolas Cage. National Treasure, directed by John Turteltaub, rated PG, starts November 19th.
You know, we at ESPN were always complaining about how there weren't any good places for sports fans to eat. So we opened ESPN Zone. Non-stop sports coverage. Tons of cool games. And really terrific food. But really, ESPN Zone's a place where everybody, even grandma, can let loose. Booyah! Have fun.
Hawaii will have it first down. And they will have it just over their 20-yard line. Second possession. In the first possession, Tim Chang intercepted for the 12th time this season. So Hawaii will try it again. They will come out in the spread formation. Triple wide receiver is to the right. Rivers is lined up in man-to-man coverage on the left. In motion is Owens. First down from the 20. To Comino. Comino gets into the secondary. Excuse me, Brewster. And Brewster gets into the secondary. And Brewster out of the backfield goes over the 25 to the 28-yard line.
And a nice play by Hawaii's offense, Jim. Northwestern blitz number 51, their outside linebacker John Pickens. Hawaii throws a screen to that side, to the empty side of the field. Nice gain.
Second down and 2, the ball at the 28. Looking at the sideline, almost picked off again. The ball was thrown deep, but it was intended for Owens. Deep on the play was Rivers, and he was open. Backus covering on the play. Backus, the senior out of Columbus, Ohio, comes in with one interception on the season, but he isn't just an outstanding corner. Last week against Illinois, he had a 73-yard punt return for a touchdown, tying the score at 21. Northwestern has been in 4 overtime games, 2 double overtime games included in the 4, and they've been able to win 3 of them. Third down and 2. Ball at the 28. Chang again, looking over the middle, everybody covered. Now he throws, and that is intercepted. Intercepted by Marvin Ward. That's his 3rd interception of the season. It is the 2nd interception of the night for Tim Chang, and quite frankly, all of his options were covered. And so with time running out, he hurried it, and it was picked off. 2nd interception. Excellent field position for Northwestern.
Well, Jim, Northwestern comes with 3 down linemen. They send everybody back in coverage, and then the linebacker blitzes late. They get in Timmy Chang's face. He throws a bad pass, almost like he was throwing it away. A good job by the Northwestern defender of getting to the ball and making the interception. Double
tight end formation. Aaron gets it for the first time, trying to turn the corner, breaks one tackle, gets to the 25, and he runs out of room. Line of scrimmage being the 26. Noah Herron from Matawan, Michigan, comes into this game with 1,291 yards, 14 touchdowns. And his longest run from scrimmage, 68 yards. That was a touchdown in the loss to Michigan. 6 100-yard games for number 33. 12th in the nation in rushing. Bazinez rolling, throws, that is caught, touchdown. With it was Kim Thompson. For Thompson, that's his first touchdown of the year. 24-yard touchdown pass. Bazinez with his 12th touchdown throw of the season. Hawaii looking for that ground attack, and backpedaling into the end zone was Kim Thompson, and that ball laid right to him, and he was open. Joel Howells in to try the extra point out of the hold of Eric Batis, and the kick is up, and it is good. 11:47, 2 interceptions early in the game. The second one has been turned into a Northwestern score.
rinse polymer soap. Pure filter technology. The new Mr. Clean Auto Dry Car Wash. A spot-free shine with no need to dry. Guaranteed.
There's a place where adrenaline flows. Speed Rise Shotgun.
On your left.
And the rubber burns.
Nice work, gentlemen.
ESPN Russell Racing Schools. Hands-on racing packages will get you up and running for the ride of your life. Or to battle for pole position in your own car. Sign up for the Performance Driving Tour at a track near you. For more info, call 800-733-0345 or race on over to ESPNRussellRacing.com.
You have but one question.
This hot dog is from the LSU homecoming game. What's in it?
It is what it is, through and through.
So, the hot dog is made of hot dog?
Your wisdom is surpassed only by your ignorance.
ESPN College Game Day, built by the Home Depot, Saturdays at 10:30 on ESPN.
University of Hawaii Federal Credit Union invites Hawaii football fans to share in the Warriors senior walk after their final game of the season next week against Michigan State, and for the presentation of the Federal Credit Union senior plaques. Ferguson and Owens again deep. Huffman kicking off. 7-0 in favor of Northwestern. 26 yards in 2 plays, 14 seconds of elapsed time. Bazinet to Thompson for the touchdown. Huffman kicks it off. Waiting for it is Owens. Takes it at the goal line. To the 10. Owens spins off one man, and then the white shirts gang up on him at the 15. So Hawaii will have it at that point. It has not started well for quarterback Tim Chang. 2 interceptions, 1 turned into a touchdown, and we'll look at it right now.
One of the safety's first reads is the offensive guard, and you see that the left offensive guard pull out. The safeties then think it's run. They get sucked up for run support, and that opens up the deep route for the receiver. And right there, 6'4" Kim Thompson, 6'4", 190 pounds, big target.
They will give Owens forward progress out to the 17. It is first down for Hawaii at that point. Owens goes in motion. Chang gives the ball to Brewster. Angles off the right side, short game. Still short of the 20-yard line, from the 17 to approximately the 19-yard line. Colby Clark, the defensive tackle, a 5th-year senior out of Austin, Texas, and Barry Cofield, the 6'4" junior out of Cleveland Heights, Ohio. For Clark, number 97, this is his 47th career start. He has not missed a game or a practice due to injury in his entire Northwestern tenure.
And that's a Northwestern record, Jim. 47 starts.
Chang looking left, now throws up the sideline for Rivers and overthrows it. Rivers was covered on the play by Marvin Ward, who has picked off 1 pass in this game, and that'll bring up 3rd down long yardage for Hawaii. It goes back to the key of this game. If Hawaii can throw it deep, that will open up the defense, and Hawaii then can enjoy some success. But if they cannot go deep, that will hinder the potential of the spread. And already Hawaii has thrown 2 interceptions. Tim Chang on 3rd and 8 from the 19. Sideline pattern thrown low. That was in front of Rivers, and that'll bring up 4th down. Hawaii will have to punt it away. Jason Rivers, 59 receptions for 711 yards and 6 touchdowns. 4 of those 6 touchdowns last week against Idaho. So into punt will be Milne. Milne punting for the 44th time this season, 39.3 yard average. His longest punt, 55 yards. Jeff Backus, remember, against Illinois last year, 73-yard punt return for a touchdown. Milne Gets it away. Backus lets it bounce at the 45 of Northwestern. Inside the 40. Tumbles to the 35. And will roll dead at the 32. 48-yard punt. No return. So Northwestern will go back to work. They lead at 7-0 on that 24-yard touchdown pass from Bazinet to Thompson.
You know, Jim, Northwestern's throwing has already thrown a few different fronts at the offense, defensive fronts. They're mixing it up, and they've got some really intelligent players, so they can do that and play sound football. Most of the time, defenses, they just play 1 or 2 base defenses, but Northwestern can play more.
Akins and Herbert are split to the left side. Bazinet gives it up the middle. Carrying the ball is Terrell Jordan. Terrell Jordan, 5'10" junior out of Clarkston, Georgia. That was his 59th carry, 269 yards, coming in and 3 touchdowns. Mel Purcell, Louis Funga, Matt Funga, and Kila Kamakaviva Ole across that defensive front for Hawaii. Tanabasa Moy has come back into the lineup following an injury. Watson Ho'ohuli in the middle, and Brad Kalilimoku on the outside. And then Moreland, Peters, Broadway, and Patton in that defensive secondary. Noah Herron carrying the ball for Northwestern. And that's enough for the first down. This is what Northwestern, you would think, really wants to do, Dougie, and that is just keep it on the ground, eat up the clock.
Well, they've got a big offensive line, Jim, and you see them when they come off the ball, there's movement right away, and it makes it easier for Herron. He gets the ball, and he's supposed to go to the right side that time, but he broke it back to the back side, the left side, because there was room.
First down for Northwestern at the 46-yard line. Herron and Jordan in the backfield along with Bazinet. The ball is given to Jordan, and Jordan headbutts his way to midfield and gets inside Hawaii territory. Making the stop was Abraham Elamimian coming up from the secondary for Hawaii. Gain on the play of 5, second down and 5 yards to go.
Now watch Bassinet here, the quarterback. He'll hand off to the running back. He sees Kila Kamakaviva Ole come in for the tackle and then dives at his legs, affects his rush, and allows his running back to go forward and make yards.
Again from the shotgun with 2 running backs. Back there with Bazinet. Whistle blows on the snap of the ball. And we'll see whether we have a false start.
Before the ball was snapped, false start. Number 3 offense, 5-yard penalty, remains second down.
Wide receiver Sean Herbert flinching. So a 5-yard penalty, it will still be second down, but it will be second down and 10. 8:56 left to play here in the first quarter. Fields to the near side. Akins to the far side. Ball is thrown, a short attempt off the hands of Noah Herron. The ball was thrown wide. Good pressure by the Hawaii defense that time. Kamakaviva Ole came in to pressure the quarterback Bazinet.
Well, the whole defensive front realizing right away, Jim, that they got in too fast, too easily. They turned and started running towards the running back and affected the play.
Fields, Herbert, and Akins flank to the left. Ball is thrown to the right, and that is knocked away by Tamarian Moreland. It was intended for Kim Thompson, a touchdown receiving wide receiver earlier in this quarter. And that will bring up 4th down for Northwestern, and they will punt it.
Well, Northwestern was mixing up their defensive looks. Hawaii that time comes with a nickel package. They blitz Elamimian as rover. Tamarian Moreland as the extra cornerback comes up with a terrific play.
Chad Owens is deep. Huffman will punt. Gets it away, and this will take some time to come down. Waiting. Owens takes it on the 15-yard line. Starts to go to the right, comes back to the left. And then he runs into the white shirts. Out to the 20, 39-yard punt and a 5-yard return. So Hawaii will try it again. Demetrius Eaton, 6'2" sophomore, made the stop on Owens. So Hawaii has not had any success at all so far in this game. Tim Chang has thrown 2 interceptions. 8 minutes and 26 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. And Hawaii struggling offensively. They come out with 5 wide receivers. Empty backfield. Waiting is Chang. Chang looks left, looks over the middle. Chased out of the pocket. Eludes a tackler at the 20 and gets out to the 26-yard line. That's a rarity. Tim Chang does not run hardly ever. And so the crowd applauds his effort. And he was able to go about 6 yards.
Well, Northwestern rushed 3 guys, 8 guys back there in pass defense. So when Timmy Chang broke out and started to run, he was looking for a receiver to break loose, Jim. Nobody got open. He made a smart decision to run and a smarter decision to run out of bounds.
2 interceptions and a punt so far, as you could tell by reading that graphic. Second down, 4.5. Whistle blows.
University of
And Hawaii calls the timeout. 8:19 left to play in the first quarter. Northwestern leading 7-0.
Ooh, look. Dear Prilosec OTC guys, 1 pill a day, 24 hours, 0 heartburn? How's that work? Signed, the frequent heartburn guy next to you.
Whoa. Here's how. It's the only OTC that directly shuts down lots of those acid-producing pumps in your stomach. That's why it's the only OTC that can work for 24 hours with 1 pill a day.
Awesome.
Prilosec OTC. 1 pill a day, 24 hours, 0 heartburn.
Guys, come on. Touchdown Irish.
ABC Sports Saturdays, the home of college football.
Home is where the hoop is with the ESPN Full Court College Basketball pay-per-view package. Bring more than 450 of the best games right into your home each week, all season long. To order, call your local cable company at 1-877-ONLY-CABLE, DirecTV at 1-800-GET-SPORTS, or Dish Network at 1-800-333-DISH.
This presentation of NCAA football is sponsored by Budweiser. Grab a cold, fresh Budweiser. It's game time. West Kali'ikipi has gone into the backfield along with Tim Chang on second down and 4.5. Ball at the 27-yard line. In motion is Owens. Quick pass. That is off the hands of Gerald Welch. Ball was thrown high at the angle. Back is covering on the play for Northwestern. That'll bring up third down. Hawaii of the Western Athletic Conference. They were 4-4 in the Western Athletic Conference. Northwestern had a winning record in the Big Ten. They were 5-3, including 2 upset victories over number 7 Ohio State and number 17 Indiana. Chang is now 2 for 9, 19 yards and 2 interceptions, and he is 0 for the last 5. Third down. Owens in motion. Chang looking right now, throws. It's tipped in the air. Excellent play by Barry Colefield, the junior out of Cleveland Heights, Ohio. He is 6'4", 295. And he is making his 37th career start. His best game was against Penn State. He had 8 tackles, 6 of them solo.
The Wildcats in a 3-4 formation. They blitz both outside linebackers. Timmy Chang lets the ball go. Colefield, just a nice job by him getting his hands up in the air. That's what he's coached to do.
Milne punting for the second time. He had a 39-yarder the first time. Jeff Backus is back for Northwestern, standing at the 31. Excellent punt. Backus takes it at the 31, eludes the first man, the second man, but not the third. And we have a penalty flag. 43-yard punt and 9-yard return.
During the return, illegal block in the back, number 10 of the receiving team. 10-yard penalty, first down.
So first down for Northwestern. 7:58 left to play in the first quarter. Northwestern leading 7-0. And the Wildcats will put the ball in play. We'll see where they mark it. They mark it at the 24. Akins goes to the far side along with Herbert. Herron in the backfield. They fake it to Herron. They throw long over the middle. It is off the fingertips of Jonathan Fields. Fields had a step on Leonard Peters. Pass went incomplete. Second down and 10 from the 24 for Northwestern. Three wide receivers again to the left side at 2nd and 10. Bazinet running the option. Pitches back. This is Herron. Herron up the sideline. He may have the first down. We'll see. He knocked over the, or he could be short. He stepped out. Now they say he stepped out at the 32, so he's 2 yards short. And that will bring up third down. But Herron, one of those runners, if he gets to full speed and he's able to turn the corner, he is tough to catch. Kim Thompson is flanked to the far side. The motion is Akins. Ball is given up the middle. Carrying it is Herron. Herron shedding tacklers, gets all the way to midfield. Boy, he just explored the Hawaii secondary. 17-yard gain for Herron.
Jim, he's the second best rusher in the Big Ten. When he gets this ball, he makes a quick decision. You see all the linemen pull right. There's zone blocking to the right, and the running back has to find a hole. Herron finds that hole, makes a quick decision, and hits it at full speed.
First down at the 49-yard line of Northwestern. It's given to Herron again, and he plows forward to the 45-yard line of Hawaii. This is what most of the aficionados of this game, most of the pundits that were analyzing this game, said Northwestern would do. They would give it to Herron time and time again.
Well, he's got a good running back, a nice quarterback who can play action and run with the ball too, and a big offensive line. It sets up well for the run against Hawaii's defense that struggles mightily against the run. It's just something that people thought they'd do.
Again, it is given, this time to Jordan. And Jordan backs his way to the 41-yard line, and that is very close to the first down. Mel Purcell able to diagnose the play and make the tackle. So Northwestern, all of a sudden, finding success on the ground. Aaron Cobb goes into the game for Northwestern. TJ Jones is flanked to the far side. Single setback. Ball is given to Herron. He's hit at the line of scrimmage. Great play on first down. Mel Purcell. Purcell leads the team in tackles for loss. He has 14 of them. And also 6 sacks on the season.
Purcell does a nice job of beating the offensive player across the face there, standing him up, and then making a good tackle on the running back.
Herbert and Akins are flanked to the far side. Back in the shotgun. Ball is kept by Bassinet. And the quarterback moves it into Hawaii territory. And again, close to the first down, Leonard Peters finally halted his progress. So it'll be third down and about 1.5 yards for Northwestern. A delay up the middle, and with it into the secondary goes Herron. That's enough for the first down, and he's able to penetrate all the way down to the Hawaii 27-yard line. So Herron could have one of those big nights. We're only in the first quarter. And Herron has rushed unofficially for 44 yards. 7 carries, 44 yards already. Thompson is to the far side. Ball again is given to Herron. He's hit and dropped. That time Herron could not turn the corner as he angled off the left side. Good pursuit by Hawaii. Number 50 was Lincoln Manutai.
Well, Hawaii takes the extra, their nickel package out, bringing the linebacker back into the game. Watson Ho'ohuli and Lincoln Manutai teaming up for this tackle here. Both linebackers doing a nice job.
So the ball is resting on the 26-yard line of Hawaii. Bazinet fakes it to Herron. Throws. It is incomplete. Covering on the play was Tremarian Moreland, and the ball was intended for Ashton Akins. Akins ran out of room on the sideline.
And that was a nice call by Northwestern after running the ball so effectively. They fake it, but Tremarian Moreland just does a nice job of covering. I don't think he's going to be playing the run too much tonight. His job is to cover, and he's going to focus on that tonight.
Thompson to the far side, Akins to the near side. With Fields flanked inside of Akins. Ball is thrown to Thompson. He was turning for it, but the ball showed up too quickly and he couldn't hold on. That will bring up 4th down. 4th down from just outside the 26-yard line.
Well, you're absolutely right, Jim. Bassinet looked like he put a little too much heat on that ball. The receiver was running a nice pattern. He didn't give him time to break to the outside. The ball got there a little too early, like you said.
Joe Howells has come in to try the extra point. Out of the hole to Bates. This will be a 43-yarder. Kick is on its way, and that kick is good. So Howells now 3 for 4 in field goals, and that's his longest of the season. It is now 10-0 in favor of Northwestern here in the first quarter with 3:56 left to play. And Hawaii just has not been able to get anything consistent on offense. There's the Northwestern Pep Band all the way from Evanston, Illinois. They got a deal on the shirts. $10-0 Northwestern in a game that has seen the team from the Big Ten dominate so far in this game. Huffman will kick off. And Ferguson and Chad Owens deep again for Hawaii. Huffman comes forward and kicks it off. Short kick. And it will go to one of the up. No, it bounces. That's anybody's ball. And Northwestern could have it. And they do. That was just brain lock on the part of the Hawaii players. Scott Brownlee, the safety from Schaumburg, Illinois, went down, saw the situation, and recovered the ball. Hawaii players had the best seat in the stadium watching this. They just let it go. So a big mistake by Hawaii. And Northwestern has it at the 24-yard line of the Warriors. Bassinet under center with Herron, the lone back. Herron chased down, and Herron still on his feet. Black shirts trying to get him. Herron still on his feet inside the 25, and he will step out of bounds. Kila Kamakavivaole really putting the pressure on him. But Herron very tough to bring down. But they say he stepped out now on the 27, so a loss on that play of 3. Here you see Herron Boy, missed tackle after missed tackle. Finally steps out of bounds. Second down and 13 for Northwestern. Terrell Jordan is now back there with Bazinet. Bazinet gets it to Jordan, and he spins right into the pursuit. Peters was there, along with Purcell.
You know, Jim, when Hawaii goes into that nickel package or that special defense they're playing, it brings the safeties up closer to the line of scrimmage, and that time Leonard Peters read it perfectly, shot in, and made a beautiful tackle.
So the ball back to the 34-yard line, where it is now third down and 15 for Northwestern. Empty backfield. Bazinet throws it on the screen, complete to Fields, and he gets swallowed up. So Jonathan Fields able to gather the ball in. But then Kila Kamakaviva-Ole was there.
Leonard Peters, 2 plays in a row, finds himself in the backfield. Play before this, a big tackle, and then good pressure on the quarterback that time. Had to hurry the pass. The screen had not developed yet.
Daryl Tofi also in on the play for Hawaii. That'll be fourth down, and here comes Howells again. 43-yarder the last time. This will be a 46-yard attempt out of the hold of Betas. Kick is up, and it is good. So a huge mistake by Hawaii on a very short kickoff. The players seemed uncertain as to even the rule as they just watched the ball roll along the turf. And here comes Northwestern, and opportunistically they fall on it, and then they get 3 points out of it.
June Jones earlier, the Hawaii coach, June Jones, earlier this week talked about how in big games like this, the people who make mistakes are the younger guys, the freshmen, the sophomore. They're not used to being in high pressure situations like that. On that kickoff, that was a freshman who let the ball go over his head. He looked at it, and it looked like he was going to catch it. He made it seem like he was going to catch it, so everybody else let the ball go, and then at the last minute, he walked in front and let it go over his head too.
Aloha Airlines would like to say aloha to the Warrior seniors for their contributions to the University of Hawaii football program. Wish them success in their final game against Michigan State next week. 46-yard field goal. Howell now has 2 in this game, and it is 13-0 in favor of Northwestern. Huffman will kick off. Back in the end zone goes Ferguson, and Ferguson will not return it. So Hawaii begins at the 20 with 2 minutes and 16 seconds left to play in a first quarter that Hawaii so far would like to forget. 2 interceptions, 1 turned into a touchdown, and then lackadaisical attitude on a kickoff in which they just watched the ball and were uncertain as to just what they were going to do with it.
Well, Hawaii offensively, Hawaii's offensive line has to keep these guys out. If they're only going to rush 3 or 4 guys, Hawaii has to give, the offensive line has to give Timmy Chang time.
First down from the 20. Chang looking left, throwing left. That's complete to Rivers, and he steps out of bounds at the 28-yard line. Herschel Henderson covering on the plate for Northwestern.
You see right there, Northwestern rushed 4 guys. The offensive line gave Timmy the time. He made a nice throw, nice catch by Jason Rivers. If they can do that consistently, it'll force Northwestern to bring an extra rusher, and that's 1 less guy to defend against the pass on these receivers.
Gain of 9, second down and 1. Komine to the far side, Rivers to the near side. And Hawaii overloads the far side with slot backs. Now Owens comes over, reading the offense by going in motion. Chang looks, throws. That is complete to Welch. Gerald Welch on that angle pass. Gets out to the 31-yard line. That should be enough for the first down, and it is. John Pickens, the linebacker on the left side, 6'2", 240, the senior out of Franklin Lakes, New Jersey. Second on the team in sacks. So number 51 for Northwestern making the stop. Hawaii needs to get back into this game. They're down 13-0 in the first quarter. They come out with a double wide on first down from the 32. Chang looking, throwing. That is complete. No, it's not. Oh, Rivers had it, and then the ball escaped from him. He could not bring it back. Backus and Pickens covering on the play for Northwestern, and that'll bring up second down. And 10 yards to go with 1 minute and 42 seconds left to play here in quarter number 1.
Well, Rivers does a nice job of finding an opening in his defense. You see him there all clear. Catches. Well, actually, he never had the ball. It looked like he caught it and let it go, but he bobbled it all the way.
6 defensive backs now in the game for Northwestern. Second down and 10. Chang looking. Lays the ball off. With it is Brewster. Brewster to the 35, out to the 36, maybe the 37-yard line. Tim McGargle there to finally halt his progress. McGargle, the junior out of Chicago. He's coming off 14 tackles against Illinois as you look at Michael Brewster. Brewster's 29th reception of the season. So Hawaii moving the ball here for the first time in the first quarter. They have it at their own 37, third down, and about 5.5. Chang over the middle. That's complete. Oh, great catch by Gerald Welch. Welch in traffic. Welch coming across. McGargle was there along with Nick Roach, and they belted him as he went across the middle, but he was able to hold on.
Well, Northwestern dropping into the zone right away. Welch does a terrific job of just making a nice swim move, getting by McGarrigle, and Timmy Chang just throwing the ball right in front of him. Nice catch.
First down and 10 for Hawaii at their own 44-yard line. Chang looking long. Now throws long for Welch. Overthrows him. Welch was open, and the crowd shows their disappointment with that pattern. Welch was open, and Chang pulled the trigger and overthrew him.
Well, Welch is known for running terrific patterns. Really sure hands, Jim, but he's not the fastest guy out there. Timmy Chang might have been used to throwing the ball a little deeper to a faster receiver. Just not on the same page that time.
Second down and 10 from the 44. 25 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. Chang and Brewster in the backfield. Kumina goes in motion. Chang lays it off. This is Brewster. 45. Brewster upended, gets to the 49. That'll bring up third down. Backus and Pickens. So Hawaii trying to pick away with inside routes. 6 seconds, 5 seconds left. That was the last play of the first quarter. So the first quarter of this matchup between Northwestern and Hawaii in the books. And Northwestern leading 13-0.
You were drinking Gunji water, trying to blow my head. Rubber dealing woman, stop and lay my money down. Well, if you don't stop it, babe, find yourself sleeping in the ground.
Every Wednesday night, ESPN Classic gets your Irish up.
We're gonna get them on a run. We're gonna go, 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 go.
Every Wednesday night, ESPN Classic has a golden dome.
Here we go. Goodbye.
Every Wednesday night, there's only one place to find the Fighting Irish.
Touchdown, Notre Dame.
With the dominant players, the legendary games, and the inside stories, you'll have a better seat than the band. Classic Notre Dame, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 Central, Wednesdays on ESPN Classic.
All right, Stephen A., here's how it works. Meddler gets to the ball. Stars lose their points. Who was known as the Chief?
Robert Parrish.
Yes. The Glove.
Gary Payton.
Correct. Chocolate Thunder.
Daryl Dawkins.
Yes. The Pearl.
Earl Monroe.
Got it. One more. Kangaroo Kid.
Billy Cunningham.
You got it. Got them all. Very nicely done.
Darn, Mettler.
NBA Shoot-Around, the pregame show with all the answers. Fridays, 7:30 p.m. on ESPN.
Sunday nights on ESPN Classic.
We got any quitters here? No!
As if the action on the field weren't dramatic enough, Hollywood and Classic take your favorite sports from field to film on Real Classics.
Let's play some football!
The stars.
In my book, we're going to be winners.
The stories.
Wax on, wax off.
The drama.
I'd do anything for you, but don't ask me to play a clown.
Real Classics, where the worlds of sports and movies collide. 8 p.m. Sundays only on ESPN Classic.
Visit the University of Hawaii website for information about Hawaii teams and fan activities, as well as to purchase tickets and merchandise. That's hawaiiathletics.com. Hawaii, their first 4 drives, 12 plays, 28 yards. This drive, 8 plays, 29 yards. So they have struggled offensively. 3rd down and 5 from the 49-yard line. In motion is Welch. Chang throws. That is. Did he hold on? No. Boy, he really took a hit. Ball was intended for Welch, and he was sandwiched between 2 defenders. Nick Roach. Roach and Johnson there. Rajay Johnson.
Oh, this is a terrific throw by Timmy Chang. I can't believe he got it in there. He goes right over the head, like you said, Jim, of the linebacker who's covering Gerald Welch. And unfortunately for Welch, the defensive back was on the other side.
And they're able to rip it out of there. Rajay Johnson. There's the punt. It will come down, taken by Backus. And Backus is in trouble back at the 4-yard line. Excellent job by the Rainbow Special Teams that time. 44-yard kick and no return. Kale Maka will be credited with the stop.
Michael, I need someone to work late tonight. I know it's after 5, and I know you probably have plans. By the way, you smell really good.
Thank you. Introducing Red Zone Body Wash from Old Spice. With 8-hour scent technology, the great smell lasts all day, whether you want it to or not.
Yeah, you do smell good.
New Red Zone Body Wash.
Inside the hype.
Inside the dreams.
Inside the power. Inside the dome.
Inside the dome.
Inside the groove.
Inside the groove.
Inside the hope.
Inside the fear.
Inside the hearts.
Inside the skill.
Inside the skill. Inside the fire.
It's all good.
It's all good.
And it's all on inside stuff.
It's what's inside that counts.
NBA inside stuff, only on ABC Sports.
How did the Bears shut down Brett Favre?
Oh, don't worry. That's not going to happen.
What's this?
Sports Center.
Take a good look, because you're never going to see this again.
You can just look at the ones in our man.
I'm not talking about ancient history, Bowman. I'm talking about the 3 E's. Entertain, enlighten, and insightful. All right, from the top. Sunday NFL Countdown, the hardest working pregame show in football. Sundays at 11 on ESPN, presented by Old Spice.
They're back at Aloha Stadium. The Hawaii offense is definitely in a little bit of disarray. They're a team that's used to going up and down the Aloha Stadium turf, but tonight they've definitely struggled. Down here on the Hawaii sideline, it's a little bit quiet. They seem to not have this usual fire that they have down here on the sideline.
First down for Northwestern at the 8. Ball is given to Heron, and he steps into the secondary and immediately meets resistance. Watson Ho'ohuli out of Nanakuli and Kamehameha there to make the tackle for Hawaii. Gain on the play out to the 12-yard line. Second down and 6.5 to go for the first down for Northwestern. Dazzene with time throws. That is complete, and wide open is Brandon Horn up the sideline and out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Excellent pattern call that time. 24-yard gain and a first down for Northwestern just into the second quarter.
Well, there's some confusion on Hawaii's defense. The wide receiver broke to the inside, taking all 3 defenders with him, and Horn, who breaks to the outside, nobody on him. So just a little bit of confusion by Hawaii on defensive side. Normally that guy is covered.
Aikens to the far side along with Horn. Double wide receiver to the near side. Fields and also Thompson. With it is Bazinet directing traffic, gets back to the line of scrimmage and then steps out of bounds. Line of scrimmage being the 36. And he gains 2 yards. Second down and 8. Kila Kamakawiwa Ole, number 30, chasing him across the field. Kamakawiwa Ole coming back from a injury. He went to Kaimuki High School, has 3 sacks on the season, and he's in there at that defensive spot in the linebacking core on the right side. Second down and 8 yards to go for Northwestern. Heron, the single setback. Bazinet turns, gives it to Heron, and Heron is thrown down with a great play that time by Daryl Tautofi. Tautofi rode off the block and reached out to make the tackle. And a very short gain for Heron. There you see Daryl Tautofi. Third down and 7. They come out in tandem, wide receivers. Ball is thrown short of the first down to Jonathan Fields. So the secondary coming up very quickly. Tanabasa Moore there to make contact with him. And then he got help from his friends. That is short of the first down on third down and 7. And we'll see what Northwestern does here. The ball is near midfield, and Northwestern will punt it away. So credit the Hawaii defense that time, as Brian Huffman will come in to punt for Northwestern. 42 yards, 39 yards, and this is his third punt of this first half. Gets it away, waiting for it is Owens. Owens takes it on the 16. Penalty flag goes down. He's out to the 25 and is rolled out of bounds at the 28-yard line. Corey Dias for Northwestern. May have been called for not allowing Owens to make the catch on that punt. So the referee, Bill Athan, will tell us all about it as you look at June Jones and quarterback Tim Chang looking across the field from the bench area.
Interference with the opportunity to make the catch. Kicking team number 6. That is a 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul and results in a first down.
Well, Corey Dias comes down flying. He's just at full speed, and he gets there a second too soon. And there is no halo rule in football now, but you do have to give the guy an opportunity to catch the ball.
Dry rinse polymer soap. Pure filter technology. The new Mr. Clean Auto Dry Car Wash. A spot-free shine with no need to dry. Guaranteed.
Cheap tricks.
Shih Tzu. God bless you.
Cheap jokes.
What up, cold sore? Ooh, that's nice.
Cheap women.
Yes!
That's my boyfriend for the week.
Sweet dress socks.
Cheap shots.
Of course I'm the king. Oh, you're just the governor.
This is your job.
All right!
Cheap seats. 10 Eastern every Thursday night for a new look at the old games.
Kind of looks like a peacock that has to go to the bathroom.
For the first time ever on a 3-disc DVD, Tiger. The true story authorized by the champion himself, including a front row seat to Tiger's golf clinic.
The key to golf is always being pin high.
With never-before-seen footage and exclusive interviews. His life.
My father always used to tell me, if you work hard, you're going to get results.
His majors. His legacy. Tiger, the authorized DVD collection. Own it today.
You know, a lot of teams try to be real secretive with the way they make their play calls. Not Northwestern. Kyle Wagner, a linebacker, freshman linebacker, he holds up the cards that marks the base defense that Northwestern is in, and they run options off of that, but Northwestern making no bones about it on defense.
5 defensive backs. Nickel defense now for Northwestern. First down for Hawaii at the 32-yard line following the penalty. Ball is given up the middle to Khalid Kipi, and he is able to break one tackle, carry somebody with him, and get out over the 35 to the 36-yard line. So Herschel Henderson, the defensive back, able to plug the hole and then go for a ride with West Kali'ikipi. You see 218 yards coming into the game and 3 touchdowns. So Hawaii has got to start manufacturing a semblance of an offense. First half with 12 minutes left, and Northwestern leading 13-0. In motion is Rivers. Tim Chang drops straight back with time. Now chased out of the pocket, comes to the near side. Will he throw it or will he run? He's running out of room and he's pushed out of bounds, and that is a penalty. And Chang goes all the way into the trainer's bench. This is not good, and he is still down. This is not good. John Pickens hit him late. Some of the Northwestern training staff out there looking at him, but he went in there very hard. Pickens, number 51, chasing him.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense, 15-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
So Chang is up, and he is under his own power as he trots out. So it was just that he was caught in between passing and running, and rapidly running out of room. And Pickens hit him late. So the penalty will move the ball to the Hawaii 49-yard line. Jack Rolovich will come in, at least for one play.
I'll tell you, that's just a terrible play by Pickens. Quarterback was clearly going out of bounds, and Timmy Chang probably thought he wasn't going to get hit because he knew he was going out of bounds too. So the late hit, it's just a terrible play.
Well, the problem is, even though he's wearing equipment, he went into a solid object, the training bench, with a lot of sharp corners to it. Here's Jack Rolovich in a quarterback for Hawaii. 4-man pattern, steps up, now throws up the sideline. He wants Komine, and that ball thrown out of bounds. And Komine was double covered. I mean, they were tight on it. Henderson was there along with Marvin Ward. So Northwestern's defensive secondary continues to be stalwart. So Timmy Chang will come back into the game. Rivers is flanked to the far side. Komine to the near side. Second down and 10 from the 49, and Hawaii trailing by 13. Chang looking left. Dancy now throws long over the middle for Rivers and overthrows him. Rivers tripped and could not get to the ball, and I don't know whether that would be catchable. That ball was clearly overthrown. So Hawaii at least taking a shot at going deep.
Well, and that was a nice shot. Good throw by Timmy Chang. Just a little overthrown, but Rivers got open. He beat his man. And you see at the end, he tries a little leap there to try to go up for the ball. He just, ball was just overthrown. He didn't have enough to get there.
Third down and 10 from their own 49-yard line. So Hawaii with another third and long yardage. In motion is Welsh. They overload the left side with 3 wide receivers. Chang looking left, and a penalty flag is thrown.
Before the ball was snapped, false start. Offense, number 9. 5-yard penalty, remains third down.
Komine called for the false start. So instead of third down and 10, it is third down and 15. 11:30 left to play in the first half. Rivers, Welch, flank to the far side, along with Chad Owens. Chang checks off, now throws up the sideline. He wants Komine. He's got it at the 15-yard line. And down he goes inside the 10. That was a Hollywood scripted catch.
That's exactly what Hawaii has to do, Jim. Northwestern decides to go in a 3-4 defense. They rush 3 guys. Hawaii throws the bomb in. Just a terrific route by Britton Komine. He comes down with it. Hawaii, if they can continue to do that, it'll open up the field for them.
They say went down at the 11, first down. Hawaii can get a first down at the 1, of course. Chang looking, throws into the end zone. Touchdown! Jason Rivers. No, check that. Chad Owens. Owens.
Well, we've seen this time and time again throughout their career, Jim. Timmy Chang going to Chad Owens in the middle towards the right by the goalpost. This happens over and over again. It's amazing. Terrific play by Hawaii. Good touchdown.
8th touchdown catch of the year for Owens. Kick is up by Ayat is good. 2 brilliant passes, 44 yards to Komine. And then the 11-yard touchdown pass to Chad Owens. So for Timmy Chang, that's his 27th touchdown of the season, his 106th touchdown pass of his career. And Chad Owens helps put Hawaii on the board, and all of a sudden it's 13-7. So Hawaii has struggled in the first quarter and into the second quarter with putting anything consistent together. Finally goes to the deep pattern, and it connects on that deep rainbow from Chang to Komine. Central Pacific Bank sponsors the Loyalty Award. They'll donate $100 toward the Central Pacific Bank Endowed Scholarship Fund for every touchdown that Hawaii scores. Central Pacific Bank, fiercely loyal banking. Kicking off is Ayat. Roberson and Jordan are deep. It is Terrell Jordan coming out of the end zone to the 15, spins short of the 20. And so you can see the momentum starting to leak to the team in black. Northwestern will have to answer back now. Quintessentially, that is how this offense should work. Owens' first catch tonight. An 11-yard touchdown pass on the 44-yarder. That deep pattern that loosens everything up. From Chang to Komine. First down at the 18-yard line for Northwestern. They come out in split backs. Bazine goes back into the shotgun. Jordan and Herron in the backfield. Bazine still with it. Throws. That is complete. And undercutting the receiver, Sean Herbert, was the Hawaii defender. That was Lamar Broadway. So a gain on the play of close to 8 yards. Second down and 2 for Northwestern. Again from the shotgun. Bazine gives it to Herron. Herron turns upfield and gets into the Mixmaster as they come across. That's enough for the first down. So Northwestern with 10:07 left to play in the first half, leading 13-7. Trying to put together a consistent drive here. They've moved the ball out to the 30-yard line where it will be first down and 10. Horn to the far side. Bassinet throws long over the middle. Wide open is Herbert. He's all alone. They're going to try to catch him. The 20, the 10. Down he goes inside the 10-yard line. There was nobody around him. Sean Herbert was running free. 62-yard pass. You talk about answering back. That is just what Northwestern has done.
Well, Hawaii's come out with a defense that they really haven't played too much this year, Jim. They got 5 defensive backs out there. Sean Herbert earlier on a confused defense made a nice catch on the sideline. Again, this time, it looked like Watson Ohuli should have dropped back a little further, cover the guy. Just miscommunication because he needed to be covered. Somebody is responsible for him, and he was wide open.
Tamarian Moreland finally ran him down. In motion is Horn. Ball is given to Heron. Trying to turn the corner, can't do it. They spell him. Line of scrimmage was the 8-yard line, and he loses at least a yard. Abraham Ilamimian coming up from the secondary. Ilamimian, who has played stellarly over the course of this season.
Yeah, it's nice to see Abraham in there. Him in there, he's a leader on the defense. Just a lot of experience. He comes up, makes a terrific tackle on that play.
Second down and goal to go for Northwestern. Thompson is to the far side. Akins to the near side. In motion is Horn. Bazinet will keep it to the 5. Bazinet to the 4. Penalty flag comes floating in. 8 minutes and 38 seconds left to play here in the first half. Northwestern threatening.
Offside. Defense, number 55. That penalty is assessed half the distance to the goal. Remains second down.
Watson Ohuli called for being outside, and they move it half the distance from the line of scrimmage, and they put it just outside the 4.
And a lot of times what linebackers try to do when they're blitzing is to anticipate the snap, to get a head start, a jump on the offensive lineman. That time Watson Ohuli just a little too early.
Double tight ends now have gone into the game. Aaron Cobb also in. Cobb in motion. And Bassinet takes the snap, and we have a penalty flag immediately.
Before the ball was snapped. False start. Offense number 86. 5-yard penalty. Remains second down.
And that's Ryan Keenan, the tight end, number 86. Now he's a guy that's converted from the offensive line. They moved him over to the defensive line, and now he's a tight end. So he's been around there. He's a tight end and just jumped off sides there.
So the ball back to the 9-yard line. Second down, goal to go from the shotgun. Bassinet rolling left, throws now. That is complete. And Fields is taken down inside the 1-yard line. Jonathan Fields. Northwestern really overloaded. Fields goes down underneath the camera truck. It's hazardous along the sidelines, that's for sure. Leonard Peters chased him out. Take another look here. You see Peters able to get him, and then he goes right under the lip. But I don't think he made contact. He did not make contact with the truck. He went into the signage. So it is third down, goal to go. Heron, short of the goal line, fumbles. It is picked up. It is picked up by Bazinet, and he has the wherewithal to go around the end and score the touchdown. Hawaii had plugged up the middle, but to no avail. You talk about quick acting.
Well, I tell you what, though, Jim, that was a terrific play by the Hawaii defense. You see them surge, stand up the offensive line. Heron fumbles the ball, and then Bassinet just with the head picks up the ball bounces right in front of him. And because he's so used to running the ball, Jim, it's just natural for him. Pick it up, run it in.
As if the ball was mailed to him. Joel Howell in to try the point after. And the kick is up, and it is good. So Northwestern now leading 20-7 over Hawaii. And we're mentioning, following the Hawaii touchdown, Northwestern has to answer back. Answer back, they did.
Are you the college football trivia king? Want to win a trip to New York City and ESPN Sports Center? Grab your cell phone now and play the Old Spice Red Zone Mobile Trivia Challenge. Text the word trivia in the message body, then send it to RZone 79663 and get 4 college football questions. Answer the questions and find out if you're right instantly. Answer incorrectly, you're still entered to win. Want to play again? Go ahead. Take the Old Spice Red Zone Mobile Trivia Challenge now. Just by playing, you could win.
Ooh, look. Dear Prilosec OTC guys, 1 pill a day, 24 hours, 0 heartburn? How's that work? Signed, the frequent heartburn guy next to you.
Whoa. Here's how. It's the only OTC that directly shuts down lots of those acid-producing pumps in your stomach. That's why it's the only OTC that can work for 24 hours with 1 pill a day.
Awesome. Prilosec OTC. 1 pill a day, 24 hours, 0 heartburn.
Please just say it.
Yeah, come on.
I wonder what's on the telly.
All right. Say, you're a cheeky monkey.
Listen, I've never said
Please,
this.
please, please.
You're a cheeky monkey.
Oh! Say, good day, mate.
That's Australian.
Okay. How about got your knickers in a twist?
Okay, got your knickers in a twist.
Say telly again.
Northwestern goes 82 yards in 6 plays in 3 minutes and 13 seconds. Bazinet, a 1-yard run, big play. Goes Bazinet to Sean Herbert, who was wide open over the middle. 62-yard pass. It is now 20-7 in favor of Northwestern. Ferguson and Owens are deep again for Hawaii. And kicking off is Brian Huffman. He's been very busy. Another short kick. Hawaii had better know what to do with it. The ball bounces at the 20, and the ball goes out of bounds. Did anybody touch it? Apparently not. And so Hawaii will put the ball in play. At least they'll have the option to put it in play at the 35-yard line.
Free kick out of bounds. By rule, the ball will be placed at the 35-yard line. First down.
So Hawaii gets a break on that very short kickoff.
And that's one of those new rules, Jim. Last year, if you kicked it out of bounds, you have to re-kick it. This year, they're letting the offense take the penalty and take possession of the ball.
That speeds up the game a bit. So Brewster will be the running back for Hawaii. Hawaii trailing 20-7 with 7:41 left to play here in the first half. 5 defensive backs in there for Northwestern. Komine got a 44-yard reception on the last drive that's flanked to the right. Chang looking over the middle, looking. Chase out of the pocket. Now he throws, and there's nobody there. Closest receiver was Welch. He was about 15 yards upfield.
Yeah,
and since he was outside the tackle box, he will not be called for downing the ball.
Exactly. Credit the defensive backs for Northwestern. Chang had some time, just not able to find an open receiver. Good coverage by those Wildcats.
2nd down and 10 from the 35-yard line. Rivers, Welch, Owens to the left, Komine to the right. Chang in trouble. Gets out of it. He'll run to the 40. First down at the 45 and into Northwestern territory. We have a penalty flag down in the secondary. 20-yard run by Tim Chang. He proved elusive in the backfield that time. Now we see a penalty flag about the line of scrimmage. One in the backfield, one in the defensive area, and one near the line of scrimmage. Long discussion.
Incidental face mask. Defense number 31. 5 yards is added to the end of the run. First down.
So it becomes a 25-yard play. Marvin Ward made the incidental contact.
Okay, the Wildcats blitz number 38, Nick Rhodes, and Brewster does a terrific job of picking up the blitz and giving Timmy Chang some room to scramble, and a nice job of running.
So Hawaii has it at the 41-yard line. of Northwestern. Rivers flying to the far side. Backus picks him up man-to-man. To the near side is Comino. Ball is given to Brewster, trying to turn the corner, trying to get some blocks. Comes back over the middle, and the white shirts wait for him. And they just envelop him at about the 40-yard line. Luis Castillo and David Thompson. Thompson, the defensive end. Castillo, the defensive tackle.
Well, number 66, Lauren Howard, just blows that play up. He takes on the pulling guard, stands him up, and doesn't give Brewster a room to make a move.
Gain on the play of 1 to the 40-yard line. So Hawaii comes out in the spread offense yet another time. 2nd down and 9 from the 40. Chang steps up into the pocket, chased out of the pocket, now throws and throws it into the turf. It was intended for Owens. Owens had come back for the reception, but the ball thrown at his feet. Good pressure by Trevor Schultz, Louis Castillo, and Lauren Howard that time for Northwestern, and a Northwestern player having trouble getting up. That's Luis Castillo. Castillo out of Garfield, New Jersey, 6'3", 305-pound senior. Castillo is really a bulwark in that defensive front.
Yeah, the Big Ten All-Conference teams have already been announced, Jim. They were announced this week, and Castillo was a 2nd team All-Big Ten on the coaches and the media polls. He's also an academic All-American.
So Luis Castillo concerned now for Castillo. 6:34 left to play in this first half. 20-7 in favor of Northwestern. Still talking to Castillo. Castillo on his haunches. Kind of a kneeling, half kneeling position. And they very careful with him. We cannot diagnose from this distance, that's for sure. Trying to get up. You can see the knee brace that he has. He may have aggravated that, or he may have gotten hit. He may have gotten hit in the head. Maybe a little woozy as he leaves. So Castillo will leave. Trevor Schultz will be in there for him. It is 3rd down and 9. Just a smattering of raindrops here at Aloha Stadium. Here come the Warriors. They overload the left side with 3 wide receivers. Comino is on the run. The motion is Welch. Tim Chang, 3rd and 9. Steps up in the pocket, throws long, open is Welch. 10, touchdown. Brother Owens. Owens on the far side.
That's a terrific job, Jim. We talked about the need for the offensive line to keep these guys off of Timmy Chang. They blitz both linebackers that time. The offensive line gives Timmy Chang the time he needs for Chad Owens to run his pattern, for the pattern to ripen, and to hit him in full stride. Look at that, just a beautiful pass, nice route run.
Ooh, did he step out of bounds? Did he step out of bounds? He was close. So Welch scores for the 2nd time. Kick is up. Brother Owens scores for the 2nd time. I got Welch on the brain here. Owens scores for the 2nd time. And Hawaii shortens up this game. It is 20-14.
Who took my Heineken?
He started young and never looked back.
You ain't no race car driver.
Neither were you once.
Hell, you ain't even a man yet.
I'm going back to school, Daddy.
ESPN Original Entertainment presents
NASCAR's gotta have talent and your magic on the asphalt.
the story of an American legend. Barry Pepper stars as Dale Earnhardt. 3 premieres Saturday, December 11th, 9 p.m. Eastern on ESPN.
On the next 60 Minutes on Classic, Bobby Knight is the coach you love to hate.
Crazy! Come on, move it, move it, move it. Well, hell, don't nod about it, do it. We're getting beat because we're just not tough enough.
He's driven to win, but does he drive his players too hard?
I've forgotten more about this game than you're going to know, and we're going to play it my way.
And why would Coach Jerry Tarkanian recruit athletes convicted of assault, drug abuse, and carrying concealed weapons? Wait till you hear his answer. 60 Minutes on Classic, 8 p.m. Tuesday on ESPN Classic.
So Chad Owens, 2 touchdown catches. Chang to Owens that time, 40 yards, and he had to really tiptoe on the sideline. You could argue that he may have stepped out of bounds. Be that or not, it is 20-14. Kicking off is Justin Ayat. Backing up is Terrell Jordan, and he will not return it. So Northwestern will have it at the 20-yard line. So Chad Owens, again, over the course of his career, as it comes down to the final games of his career, he is still very potent. And Tim Chang hit him very well on that, to say the least. Here comes Northwestern. Jordan and Herron in the backfield with Bazina. Ball is given to Jordan. Jordan almost slips when he received the ball on the handoff, but he's able to get from the 20 to the 25-yard line. Good balance that time by Jordan. Landon Kafentis into the game as the safety comes up to make the stop. Kafentis, of course, as we mentioned, a second-generation player. His father played for the University of Hawaii. Mark Kafentis. 2nd down and 5 for Northwestern. Hawaii would love a stop here. Ball is given to Herron. And Herron out over the 30, close to the 34-yard line. That's enough for a first down. Kafentis again plugging it up, but not before Herron was able to run for the first. Tanavasa Moy also in on the tackle. .537 left to play in the first half. Sean Herbert and Atkins are flanked to the far side. Bazine gives it to Herron, puts his head down, gets over the 35 on first down, and gets only to the 36-yard line. Black shirts really stacked him up. Tony Akban was there. Akban, the defensive end, with help from his black-shirted teammates on the inside. They give him forward progress to the 37-yard line. 2nd down, 8. Bazine throws, and Bazine almost was sacked there. Bazine, when he received the snap, seemed to be uncertain only for a moment, and that's all it took for Tanavasa Moy to come in and give him a greeting. So it is 3rd down. Herron back there. They come out in the Hawaii spread formations. Bazine throws, sideline pattern. It is incomplete. That ball was caught out of bounds. Ashton Akins was the intended receiver. That'll bring up 4th down, and Hawaii, for all intents and purposes, has stopped Northwestern with 4 minutes and 38 seconds left here in the first half. Huffman into punt. And Chad Owens is waiting for it. High snap. Huffman gets it away. Oh, excellent punt. Owens comes up, takes it at the 30-yard line. That was just a brilliant reception. And he only gets back to the 32, and right away the penalty flags come flying in.
Well, Huffman just hangs it up there so long. The gunners get down there before the ball does. And
Dias and Tarver.
Yeah, the two gunners, and don't give Owens the room to catch the ball. So they're going to call it on him again.
Interference with the opportunity to catch the kick. 15 on the kicking team. 15-yard penalty. First down.
There you see Chad Owens waiting for the ball. The two gunners are there. You see how they need to give him room to catch the ball. And that's a gray area. The referees have some leeway as to whether or not to call that one.
When he caught the ball, there was nobody around him. I mean, they may have crowded him when the ball was coming down, but certainly when they made the reception, they were not around. First down for Hawaii following the penalty on the interference. They have it at the 43-yard line, their own 43. Chang looking left, steps up in the pocket, throws long over the middle, and that ball will be overthrown. It was intended for Rivers. So Rivers went deep. And also going deep was Chad Owens.
Yeah, and good defensive play by number 28, Jeff Backus, who was right there in coverage.
Second down and 10. Hawaii unafraid to go deep now, try to take a chance. They trail 20-14. Second down and 10, with 4:21 left to play here in the first half. Chang looking left now, throws. That is complete. And with it is Gerald Welch. And Welch carries it out of bounds, short of the first down, near midfield. Dominic Price chased him out of bounds for Northwestern.
And Price laid quite a hit on Gerald. Good job, Gerald, just hanging on to the ball.
Third down and 4. Ball at the 49-yard line. So Hawaii comes out 3 wide receivers to the right. 3rd and 4. They want to keep this drive alive here. Tim Chang looking. Checks off Brewster, throws it. That's complete to Owens. He has the first down. And he gets to the 41-yard line. Hawaii beginning to gain some confidence now as Backus and Price finally corralled Owens after a 10-yard gain.
Well, Timmy Chang had time there. The offense, they only rushed 3 defensive guys, 3 defensive linemen. So Timmy Chang had the time. And if you give him that kind of time, Jim, even though you have 8 guys back in pass coverage, he's going to find somebody.
Chang 160 yards. He is 12 for 27. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Chang hands the ball to Brewster, trying to turn the corner. He does at the 40, and Brewster is bumped out of bounds as he gets to the 35-yard line of Northwestern. 3:43 left. Hawaii trying to make a comeback here in the closing moments of this first half. McGarrigle and Marvin Ward finally chased him out for the Wildcats. West Kali'ikipi comes into the game, replacing Brewster in the backfield along with Tim Chang. Second down and 5. The ball at the 36-yard line of Northwestern. Hawaii overloads the right side. Chang looking left. Now checks off, throws right. That is complete. Komine coming back to the ball inside the 25-yard line. McGarrigle and Pickens finally converged on him. 13-yard pickup and a first down.
Well, Timmy Chang with good time again, good protection by the offensive line. He had his choice because Komine and Chad Owens were both open. He goes to the deeper guy, Komine. You see Chad Owens standing in a pasture there, and just Komine makes a nice grab.
So the ball at the 24. In motion is Rivers. First down for Hawaii. Chang throws. That is complete. Complete to Jason Rivers. Rivers settling in the zone. McGarrigle makes the stop for Northwestern, but an excellent throw again by Tim Chang.
Yeah, he had to put some heat on that one because as soon as the ball got to Rivers, he caught the ball, brought it down just in time because he got smacked.
There you see the throw to Rivers, and he was hit right away by McGarrigle. 2nd down and 1, and the ball at the 15-yard line. Hawaii comes out with double wides. Khalid Kipi back there with Chang. Chang throws, sideline pattern, that's complete. With it is Komine, and Komine finally steps out of bounds at the 7-yard line. And Hawaii knocking on the door here of a tremendous comeback. They were down 20-7.
Well, Joe, Komine, see the big cushion they're giving him. He drives down the field and turns around. That's an 8-yard cushion the defensive back's giving him. A lot of respect for these Hawaii receivers.
They put the ball at the 7. 1st down, goal to go for Hawaii. Rivers is flanked to the left. Triple wide receiver to the left. Khalid Kipi gets the handoff. And Khalid Kipi inside the 5. Khalid Kipi, touchdown!
That's just an incredible run by Khalid Kipi. He gets hit here right off the bat by number 51, John Pickens, who ducks his head and gets run over. It's a good, terrific run by Khalid Kipi.
With 2:20 left to play in the first half, Hawaii can take the lead. Ayat out of the hold of Milne. It is placed, it is kicked, it is good. And the Warriors of Hawaii have come back, and they lead the Wildcats of Northwestern 21-20.
And you know what, Jim, that was a terrific run by Khalid Kipi, but what helped that happen was that Northwestern was in a nickel defense. One less linebacker, one less bigger guy, 5 defensive backs in there, harder to tackle the big running back.
When Khalid Kipi got the ball, Pickens was right there, and he was going to challenge him. And there's the challenge. Khalid Kipi just takes the hit, rolls off, gets into the end zone. When he gets determined like that, he is very hard to bring down. But Hawaii has come back, and they lead it 21-20 over Northwestern. And Hawaii, which struggled mightily in the first quarter to get anything of substance going with their offense, all of a sudden, they're starting to find effectiveness all over the place. Hawaii 57 yards in 8 plays, 2 minutes and 7 seconds of elapsed time. Khalid Kipi a 6-yard run. Kicking off is Ayat. Line drives it. It is inside the 5. It's picked up by Terrell Jordan. Jordan up the sideline to the 20. And they ride him to the turf, and we have a penalty flag thrown. Tim Chang on that drive was 5 for 6 for 46 yards. Chang now in passing 15 of 30. That's 50%, 190 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. One of those interceptions has been turned into a Northwestern touchdown. We'll see what the penalty is.
During the return, holding on the receiving team. That penalty is assessed half the distance. First down.
2 minutes and 14 seconds left. It has turned into a contest. Hawaii coming back from a 20-7 deficit. And they lead at 21-20. So now Brett Bassinet, the quarterback for Northwestern. Noah Harum and Terrell Jordan back there with him. We'll start this drive. Here comes the blitz. Ball is given to Harum, and he is ankle tackled as he crosses the 10-yard line, the line of scrimmage. Following the penalty on the holding, gets out to about the 12. Lincoln Manutai there to reach in and get him by the ankles.
Well, with 2 minutes left on the clock, Jim, and 3 timeouts left, there is ample time for the Wildcats to make a run here.
They give him only about 2 yards, out to about the 12-yard line, just short of the 12. Timeout has been called by Northwestern. So Northwestern in the first period, they went out to a 13-0 lead. Hawaii came back. It was 13-7. Then Northwestern went out to a 20-7 lead. And since that time, Hawaii has been able to put their offense together, despite the fact that when this game started, Hawaii just had carburetor trouble. I mean, they just were not running smoothly at all. They gave up 2 turnovers, 2 pass interceptions. They were unable to move the ball. But here in the second period, they have been able to put together consistency, and they have been able to put together excellence.
You're exactly right, Jim. In the first quarter, they looked like the team that we're used to seeing on the road, the team that struggles so much. In the second quarter, they played more like the guys that we normally see here at home.
Second down, long yardage. Same offensive set. Bassanet keeping it around the corner. And Bassanet goes out of bounds. Tanabasa Moy chasing him out. And Tanabasa has momentum, carrying him over the signage.
You see Bassanet there making a nice move to avoid Mel Purcell. And see TJ Moy coming in there. That's growth for him. Earlier in his career, he would have made that hit and taken the penalty. For him to pull up, it's a nice job. It's a good growth for the young linebacker.
3rd down and 3 now for Northwestern. 1:28 left to play. Now you see the total offense, 235 for Northwestern, and Hawaii right there too. Bassanet pitches back. They go nowhere. Herron, as they pitch to the near side, there were black shirts all over the place. Tanabasa Moy again. So a loss back inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. And the penalty flag apparently has been thrown.
Before the ball was snapped. Timeout, Northwestern University. This is Northwestern's second charge timeout. This will be a 30-second charge timeout.
So apparently what he is saying is that before the ball was snapped, Northwestern called a timeout. So the play that ensued, which ended in a loss, will be non-existent.
Please reset the game clock to 1:28. 1:28 on the game clock.
The original line of scrimmage will be then reestablished.
Thank you.
And the clock set at 1:28.
Well, who called the timeout? Because if the quarterback was taking the snap, was it the head coach? Got to be from the sideline, huh?
Apparently somebody did. So Hawaii, which had momentum here, now has to wait out the timeout. And we'll see what Northwestern can come up with 1 minute and 28 seconds left to play in this first half.
Northwestern has 1 timeout remaining. 1.
So here come the Wildcats. Bassanet and Herron in the backfield. Herron with 63 yards rushing. Bassanet rolling. Now throws down the middle. That is complete to Herbert. And Herbert, another reception. Excellent read by Bassanet as he rolled. Kenny Patton finally made the tackle. 20-yard gain. And that moves the ball out to the 37-yard line.
That's a beautiful throw by Bassanet, hitting the receiver right in between Patton and Leonard Peters. Or, excuse me, Kofensis.
1st and 10. Bassanet again. Pump fakes. Now throws. Hitch pattern. And with it is Horn. And Horn is stopped right at the line of scrimmage. That time, Hawaii in the rain with excellent defense. Leonard Peters would have none of it. So a loss on the play of 1. Under a minute to play in the first half. Bassanet in a hurry, looking long, throws long over the middle. It is incomplete. That ball was intended for Kim Thompson. Thompson was covered by Patton.
And Hawaii needs to line up and get ready to play football. Northwestern going with the quick snap. Hawaii wasn't ready.
3rd down and 11. Clock stopped with 43 seconds left to play in the first half. Hawaii has come back to lead it 21-20. Here come the Wildcats. Horn and Akins to the near side. Heron back there along with Bassinet. In motion is Herbert. Bassinet rolling. He can throw on the run. Looking, throws, Herbert. And that's incomplete. Eliminian was covering him. Clock stopped with 38 seconds left. And now it is 4th down for Northwestern. And they will have to punt it away. So this Hawaii defense will be applauded by this crowd, or at least should be applauded by this crowd for what they have done here. Chad Owens is deep, standing at the 19-yard line. Huffman will punt for the 5th time in this first half for Northwestern. Gets it off in the rain. Looking up in the rain is Owens. Takes it at the 19. Owens to the 25. Owens takes a lick at the 30, and down he goes at the 31-yard line. Demetrius Eaton on the special teams makes the stop. 46-yard punt and a 13-yard return, and the rain has arrived. So 26 seconds left in a first half in which Hawaii started badly, stumbling out of the gate, but they have come roaring back and they lead at 21-20. And they still can take some shots here with 26 seconds remaining. Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers. Owens, quick pass. That is complete. With it is Rivers, 40, 50. Rivers down the middle, trying to out-sprint the defense. He gets all the way to the 35-yard line of Northwestern. What a play. They'll move the change. The clock is stopped with 17 seconds left. You take another look at this. Good blocking. And finally, Hawaii calls the timeout. We'll take another look at that replay.
Well, this is a wide receiver screen to Jason Rivers. He gets a terrific blocking downfield by the offensive line and the receivers. They're all down there. This is a must-win game, and you can tell by the effort out there on the field, and a beautiful job by Rivers of running with it.
Rivers put it into 2nd, maybe 3rd gear. He just wanted to outrun everybody, just couldn't do it. June Jones runs onto the field,
timeout.
And he calls a timeout.
University of Hawaii. That is Hawaii's 2nd charge timeout.
Somebody was calling a timeout. I don't know how many people called a timeout, but there were a lot of people down there calling timeouts. So Hawaii finally gets the timeout with 13 seconds left here in the first half. An amazing game. Hawaii has to win this game against Northwestern out of the Big Ten, and then next week against Michigan State out of the Big Ten, if they are going to be bowl eligible and play in the Hawaii Bowl on Christmas Eve. Somebody turned off the faucet. I mean, it was raining and all of a sudden it stopped. You see the Hawaii mascot Vili, the Warrior. Hawaii all the way down to the 35-yard line of Northwestern with 13 seconds left. So Tim Chang right now brimming with confidence. Chang has thrown for 223 yards in the first half. 16 for 31. Triple wide receiver to the left. Chang looking left. Now steps up, throws long. That is caught. Touchdown. Chad Owens.
Oh my goodness. Chad Owens, 3rd touchdown tonight, Jim. That's just an incredible play. Northwestern drops 8 guys into coverage. Chad Owens just runs right by number 24, Herschel Henderson. 96 yards. Excuse me. That's a 4-play drive, 96 yards. I'm sorry, the Chad Owens has 4 catches for 96 yards and 3 touchdowns.
You got it. Kick is up, and it is good. And Hawaii leads the Wildcats of Northwestern. Hawaii, remember, down 20-7. They now lead at 28-20. And that particular play was even more amazing. 13 seconds left to play in the half. And Tim Chang found Chad Owens and nailed him for the touchdown. And Owens has scored 3 touchdowns through the pass reception ability that he has here in the first half. So Tim Chang came in career-wise with 105 touchdowns. He now has 108 in his career.
When Chad Owens lines up at slot as a slot receiver, sometimes he gets covered by a linebacker, but most of the time by safety. And like tonight, a lot of safeties have a hard time keeping up with him, his quickness and his speed.
7 seconds left to play in the first half. Brandon Roberson and Terrell Jordan are deep for Northwestern. June Jones, the head coach, coming over, congratulating Chad Owens. Line drive kick again. Ball is bobbled at the 20. Picked up, fumbled. Nope, 3 seconds left. I thought maybe the time would run out. So some bravado going on following that scramble. Corey Diaz bobbled the ball and really had trouble finding the handle on it, as footballs are apt to be. So the ball is put at the 22, and it is first down for Northwestern with 3 seconds left to play in the first half. Hawaii, by the way, 3 plays, 68 yards, only 19 seconds. Chang to Owens, a 35-yard touchdown pass. And that was preceded Chang to Rivers with a 33-yard pass. And the ball is given on a sweep to the near side, out over the 25-yard line. Carrying the ball was Noah Herron. What a first half by Hawaii. They lead at 28-20. And the team that wears the black uniforms were down 20-7. Northwestern certainly had the momentum, and they were on the verge of frolicking. That was not to be, because Hawaii has come roaring back to lead 28-20 at the break. Let's go down on the field to Russell Yamanoha for what's on tap.
Coach, a 28-point second quarter for your team, and you just come right back on these guys.
Well, we got off obviously to a little bit of a slow start, and you know, that's the difference in playing at home and playing on the road. I think that same thing happens on the road. Who knows what might have happened, but you know, we're at home and we're getting energized by the crowd, and we just need to play 30 more minutes.
That first quarter, the offense kind of looked a little bit in disarray, but I don't know what you guys did. You talked to them, and they went right to work.
Well, it wasn't anything they were doing, that's for sure. It was more just what we were doing, and Timmy did a nice job coming back from a bad start, and our offensive line's been blocking well.
All right, Coach, thanks a lot for stopping by.
So Hawaii leading here 28-20, but this game, the way that the momentum has shifted, Hawaii certainly by scoring in the last seconds of the first half and then taking the lead into halftime, will try to parlay that into their play in the third period. As far as Northwestern is concerned, they're a team that relies on strength and running. They're behind a very experienced offensive line. And we'll see whether they change their emphasis to more of a ground game here in the second half. But what a comeback by Hawaii. As the Warriors down 20-7 now lead 28-20. And the rain has returned. Terrell Jordan and Brandon Roberson are deep as the second half gets underway, and it will go to Jordan. Terrell Jordan from the 1. Jordan out over the 25 and scrambles close to the 30-yard line. So it will be first down as we start the third period for Northwestern. The quarterback is Brent Bazinet. Bazinet in the first half, 155 yards in passing, 10 for 21, 1 touchdown. Kili Nahinoa made the stop on that kickoff return. So here comes Northwestern. Noah Herron in the first half, 17 carries, 66 yards. He gets the call on the first play of the second half, and he's able to power out over the line of scrimmage, the 29, all the way to the 35-yard line. Leonard Peters, the safety there to stop him. And it will be second down and short yardage, gain on the play of 7. This, Doug, is what you expected Northwestern to do.
Yeah, just straight ahead blocking and let the running back find the hole.
So Jordan and Herron are back in the shotgun with Bazinet. This is Jordan. Jordan close to the first down, getting out near the 39-yard line. That could be a little short. Angling off the right side before the defense could react to him. Third down and less than a yard for Northwestern. Just underway in the second half. Ball is stumbled by Bazinet. He hands it to Herron, and Herron able to back his way, but they say the whistle blew, and that will bring up fourth down. Watson Holy able to plug things up, and watch Bazinet stumble as he comes away from center. There you see Hawaii able to get in there and wedge for the tackle. So the forward progress leaves Northwestern a yard short. Chad Owens is deep. Huffman to kick again for Northwestern. Owens waiting for it, takes it at the 24-yard line. East of the 30, up the middle to the 40. Stumbles at the 45 into Northwestern territory, still on his feet, steps out of the grasp of a tackler, down the sidelines at the 30, to the 20. He will score!
That's just an unbelievable run.
.38-yard punt, 76-yard return. So for Owens, he had a 66-yard punt return against Tulsa, a 75-yard punt return against Nevada, a 71-yard punt return against San Jose State. This is his longest punt return of the year. And Hawaii leads 34-20. Justin Ayat for the extra point. And he drills it. It is 35-20. That could have been the punt return of this season. Watch how many tackles he breaks. There's one. There's two. There's three. He's in the bundle of tackles. There's another break. And all of a sudden he breaks free down the sidelines, and they are not going to catch him.
Michael, I need someone to work late tonight. I know it's after 5, and I know you probably have plans. By the way, you smell really good. Thank you.
Introducing Red Zone Body Wash from Old Spice. With 8-hour scent technology, the great smell lasts all day, whether you want it to or not.
Yeah, you do smell good.
New Red Zone Body Wash.
There's a place where adrenaline flows. Speed Ride Shotgun.
On your left.
And the rubber burns.
Nice work, gentlemen.
ESPN Russell Racing Schools. Hands-on racing packages will get you up and running for the ride of your life. Or to battle for pole position in your own car. Sign up for the Performance Driving Tour at a track near you. For more info, call 800-733-0345 or race on over to ESPNRussellRacing.com.
You have but one question.
This hot dog is from the LSU homecoming game. What's in it?
It is what it is, through and through.
So, the hot dog is made of hot dog?
Your wisdom is surpassed only by your ignorance.
ESPN College Game Day, built by the Home Depot, Saturdays at 10:30 on ESPN.
Spectacular statistics now for Owens. He has 96 receiving yards and 3 touchdowns. He has 104 punt return yards and a touchdown in this game. And that 76-yard punt return was his largest, most exciting, and longest of the season. Another squib kick goes to the 5-yard line, stays in bounds. It's taken by Jordan up the sidelines of the 10. Jordan over the 30, all the way out to the 37-yard line. So Hawaii has shocked Northwestern here in the 3rd period. 35-20 on that 76-yard punt return, which was, I mean, that's going to be a punt return of lore. Heron, single setback. They come out in the spread offense. It is given to Heron, looking for an opening, and they ride him to the turf. Tanu Vasamoy, who has come back and has played brilliantly well at times, along with Mel Purcell. Gain on the play out from the 36-yard line to the 41. Gain of 5. 2nd down and 5 for Heron. So here comes Northwestern. Herbert is flanked to the far side along with Thompson. Bassinet throws. That is complete. And that is complete to Horn. And Horn crosses into Hawaii territory, gets down to the 43-yard line. Mel Purcell able to trail the play and make the tackle. 16-yard gain and a 1st down for Northwestern. Northwestern needs to play catch up here. They're down by 15 points. Horn and Akins to the far side. In motion is Herbert. Ball is kept by Bassinet into the secondary. Bassinet inside the 30 and slides to the 25-yard line. Boy, Bassinet just found an opening. That was like the on-ramp to the freeway. 18-yard pickup for Bassinet.
Well, that play was designed for him to go with it. He takes a snap and he goes right behind the right guard and the right tackle, Matt Ulrich and Zach Streif, both of who are all Big Ten players. And they do a nice job of blocking Louis Funga. See that hole there with the left guard pulling around? Nice job.
Ball is given to Heron. He explores the secondary all the way to the 20-yard line. So now Northwestern comes back, and they come back with determination. They've been embarrassed here at the end of the 2nd quarter and into the 3rd quarter. Hawaii leading 35-20. So they want to answer back as soon as possible. As you look at their coach, Randy Walker, in his 6th year. Triple wide receiver, only 2 defenders. Hitch pattern thrown high over Horn. Boy, that was lucky because Hawaii was really undermanned on that side.
Well, we saw that last week and again here where they send their trips to one side of the triple receivers to one side of the field with only 2 defensive backs. The safety is over on that side too, Jim, but he's way back, way deep in his safety position, and it would be hard for him to come up and make a play.
Bassinet 11 for 23, 171 yards on a touchdown. 3rd down and 6. The ball just outside the 20-yard line. Horn goes in motion. Hawaii jumping around on defense. Bassinet looks, wants the touchdown, throws it. It is off the hands and broken up. Herbert had a step, and he was getting in position for the touchdown reception, and Leonard Peters showed up. And Peters able to get a hand in there. An incomplete pass was the result.
Well, Coach Miano, the defensive back coach, talks about Leonard Peters' speed, his closing speed. Watch him catch up, make up ground, and at the last second turn around, look at the ball, get his hand up there, and get it on the ball.
Howells in to try. It's a fake field goal. Carrying the ball all the way to the 10, to the 5, touchdown. Trick play works. Eric Bates out of San Antonio, Texas, the holder, goes 21 yards for a touchdown. Now it's Hawaii's turn to have the red face. Once Bates gets around the corner, there's nobody. There's nobody. He's running right here in a vacant lot.
Well, he makes a nice move on Kafensis there.
So it is now 35-26 in this game, far from over. Davis again will hold. This will be more legitimate as far as kicking is concerned. The point after. We have penalty flags, false
start. Offense number 60. 5-yard penalty. Replay the try.
But there was an example of what we expected from Northwestern, the way they moved the ball up the field that time.
Right, you run with your big offensive lineman and your running back, and once in a while throw a pass in there to change it up.
The false start called on Ikechukwu Ndukwe, the offensive guard. He has a brother that plays for Notre Dame. Ball is placed by Bates, and the ball is kicked up by Howells, and it is good. It is now 35-26 Hawaii, and you get the impression that this is turning into a real shootout.
Dry rinse polymer soap. Pure filter technology. The new Mr. Clean Auto Dry Car Wash. A spot-free shine with no need to dry. Guaranteed.
Home is where the hoop is with the ESPN Full Court College Basketball Pay-Per-View Package. Bring more than 450 of the best games right into your home each week, all season long. To order, call your local cable company at 1-877-ONLY-CABLE, DirecTV at 1-800-GET-SPORTS, or Dish Network at 1-800-333-DISH.
All right, Stephen A., here's how it works. Meddler gets to the ball, Stars lose their points. Who was known as the Chief?
Robert Parrish.
Yes. The Glove?
Gary Payton.
Correct. Chocolate Thunder?
Daryl Dawkins.
Yes. The Pearl?
Earl Monroe.
Got it. One more. Kangaroo Kid?
Billy Cunningham.
You got it. Got them all. Very nicely done.
Darn, Mettler.
NBA Shoot-Around, the pregame show with all the answers. Friday, 7:30 p.m. on ESPN.
You can call 1-800-935-5510 or click on to BigIslandCandies.com to order your favorite sugar-free chocolate dip shortbread cookies. Be sure to try the delectable macadamia nut peanut butter and mint brownies. Visit Big Island Candies in Hilo. Well, Bates is going to talk about this on the flight all the way back to Chicago. And that is a squib kick that's taken by one of the up men. That's Victor Fergustrom, number 34. And Fergustrom up over the 30-yard line, over the 35.
That was Latuselo, I think, with the ball.
Well, now they say it's Latuselo. See, Latuselo is number 34, and so is Fergustrom. And it's only after Latuselo turns his back that we're able to see, hey, it's Latuselo. First down at the 36-yard line. Chang drops straight back with time. Now throws sideline pattern, and he overthrows Rivers. Rivers was certainly open. That'll bring up second down. Rivers in the game as far as receiving 3 for 51 yards. And the big pass to Rivers was that screen pass and went for 33 yards. Second down and 10. The ball at the 36. Hawaii leading 35-27. Chang with Kipi back there with him from the shotgun. Chang dancing, throws, crossing pattern, that's complete to Owens. Look out, Owens at the 40. Owens short of the first down, gets out to about the 43 as he is spun to the turf by Darrell Jenkins. 6'1", 210, the junior from Bolingbrook, Illinois. So that'll bring up third down and about 3.5 for Hawaii. Kamine trots out as wide to the right. And he's picked up by Backus. To the left is Rivers, and he is watched by Ward. 5 defensive backs. The nickel defense for Northwestern. Ball is thrown to Owens. Oh, great catch. And then a stutter step move. He has the first down and gets all the way down to the 40-yard line. Owens, these are special moments in this game. Remember a few years back when Hawaii obliterated BYU 70-42, around there. I believe that was the score. It was Owens who just went crazy. He's going crazy tonight. Another 17-yard gain on that reception. Owens is over 100 yards now in receiving and the 3 touchdowns. The score of that game was 72-45, around there. It was close. First down from the 41-yard line. Chang in trouble. Chang will run. Steps out of the grasp of one man. He's to the 40. He's down to the 36-yard line. So Tim Chang, would you agree tonight, Dougie, that Tim Chang is running more than we've ever seen him?
Well, it backs up against the wall. It's a must-win game. Everybody understands that. Nobody better than Tim Chang, because he pulls this down here and he makes a move right by the, you watch him cut right by the referee. Normally he would have slid right there at that point, slid down in the face of the defender, but he makes a cut and gets an extra 3 or 4 yards.
Second down. He went for 6 on that play. Second down and 4. The ball at the 36-yard line of Northwestern. Again from the shotgun. Tim Chang throws. That is off the hands of the intended receiver, Owens. Covering Owens on that play was Nick Roach, the linebacker.
And we talk about Owens and the amazing control he has over his body and his skills. That time he tried to make a move before he caught the ball. And number 1 rule, catch the ball first.
So one thing about the wide receivers of Hawaii, they do not rotate. They stay in the whole game. Owens and Welch to the far side. Rivers and Komine. Tim Chang, quick pass. That is complete for the first down. Gerald Welch able to gather it in. Tim McGarrigle and John Perkins double teamed him. But Hawaii has moved the ball now down inside the 30-yard line.
And the Northwestern defense is in a zone defense, a zone pass protection. Hawaii, that time Joe West just finds a seam, finds an opening area. Tim Chang hits him enough for the first down.
First down on the 27-yard line of Northwestern. Hawaii leading 35-27. 7:45 left to play in the third period. Komine goes in motion. Chang backs up. Now looks, he throws. That is good. Oh, drop. Boy, he had the receiver there. Was Chad Owens at the 10-yard line. Darrell Jenkins. Owens may have just started to think about running with the ball before he was able to gather it in, but this ball was right on the money. See the defender right there with him. That was Darrell Jenkins. So that'll bring up second down. Second down and 10, the ball at the 27-yard line. Chang again from the shotgun, triple wide receiver to the left. Looking left. Now throws over the middle. That's complete to Rivers. Rivers still on his feet, very close to the first down. And he may have it. Herschel Henderson was the first to hit him. And then Perkins, flying back from his linebacker position, helped out an 11-yard gain. And that's another first down for Hawaii.
Jim, this offense is just flowing right now. The quarterback is getting time to throw. Rivers is open there, but there are a lot of receivers open on the routes. The defense, Northwestern's defense, is having a hard time, horrible time trying to protect against this passing offense.
So here comes Hawaii again. They have the ball outside the 16-yard line of Northwestern. Komine is to the right and Rivers to the left. Chang looking for Komine, throws to him, has it at the 10-yard line, spins, great spin, inside the 5 all the way down to the 2. Instead of spinning inside, he was able to spin around outside, and that confused Backus long enough for Komine to carry the ball to the 2-yard line.
Well, yeah, and it looks like to me, Jim, that the Northwestern defensive front is getting tired. They only rotate 3 guys in at the defensive tackle position, and when you're that big, that heavy, to pass rush on every down like you have to do against Hawaii, you get tired fast.
West Kali'i keeping. Chang under center. In motion is Welch. Kali'i keeping. Touchdown.
Well, you don't get to see power running a lot from this offense, Jim, but look at the offensive linemen. They're all in their 3-point stance. They fire out. They get movement on the defensive front for Northwestern. And Kali'i Keepe has an easy time getting over line of scrimmage.
Ayata's in to try the extra point. It's now 41-27. So each team answering back. Kick is up by Ayat, and it is good. So Hawaii leading 42-27 as we take this break.
Are you the college football trivia king? Want to win a trip to New York City and ESPN Sports Center? Grab your cell phone now and play the Old Spice Red Zone Mobile Trivia Challenge. Text the word trivia in the message body, then send it to RZone 79663 and get 4 college football questions. Answer the questions and find out if you're right instantly. Answer incorrectly, you're still entered to win. Want to play again? Go ahead. Take the Old Spice Red Zone Mobile Trivia Challenge now. Just by playing, you could win.
Ooh, look. Dear Prilosec OTC guys, 1 pill a day, 24 hours, 0 heartburn? How's that work? Signed, the frequent heartburn guy next to you.
Whoa. Here's how. It's the only OTC that directly shuts down lots of those acid-producing pumps in your stomach. That's why it's the only OTC that can work for 24 hours with 1 pill a day.
Awesome. Prilosec OTC. 1 pill a day, 24 hours, 0 heartburn.
Hey, with Terrell Owens in town, Donovan McNabb's completion percentage will go skyrocketing.
Completion percentage? Who's feeding you this fertilizer? Morgenstein, I want insightful insights. How has McNabb performed in the high-pressure games? How does he do it with Tony Danza in the stands? Or Fabio?
I don't even watch football.
Sunday NFL Countdown, the hardest working pregame show in football. Sundays at 11 on ESPN, presented by Old Spice.
Aloha Airlines would like to say aloha to the Warriors seniors for all their contributions to the University of Hawaii football program and wish them continued success. Hawaii 64 yards in 10 plays, 4 minutes of elapsed time. West Kali'i Keepe, his second rushing touchdown of this game. There's the kickoff by Ayat. Jordan will not return it. And Northwestern begins at the 20. 6:29 left to play in the third period. 42-27. Hawaii leading in this game. And the pace has really picked up offensively for both teams. The way that Northwestern was able to move the ball up the field in the last possession with their consistency, ending in a fake field goal and touchdown run by Eric Betas. That's what we expected from Northwestern going in. Ball is given and a reverse. With it is Horn. Horn to the 30. Horn out over the 35-yard line as he is undercut by Abraham Elamimian. Elamimian coming a long way across the field to make that tackle. 16-yard gain. So deep into the playbook goes Northwestern.
Yeah, really deep. They go with the reverse here, and it's a good thing that Elamimian came up with the tackle that he did, because there was big number 63, big right tackle Zach Streif out in front for blocking.
So a first down for Northwestern on the 36-yard line. This time the ball is kept by Bassinet. He throws. That's incomplete. Went out of the hands of Horn. Covering on the play was Elamimian. That'll bring up second down and 10. Second down and 10 from the 36-yard line. 6:01 left here in the third period. So here comes Northwestern. Akins and Herbert and Horn are flanked to the far side. Thompson to the near side, the wide receiver. Bassinet with time, now throws, incomplete. Boy, coming right up the middle was Ilimimian on a blitz. Ilimimian showed up in a hurry, and that may have forced Bassinet to hurry his throw.
No, it absolutely did. Hawaii in their nickel package, they blitzed the rover, who's being played by Abraham Ilimimian, and he comes to and just almost takes Bassinet's head off, and it looked like he came up limp after that and took himself out of the game.
It aggravated that hamstring that has bothered him for so long. In motion is Herbert, 3rd down and 10. Whistle blows and flags fly. And we'll see what the call is. Bill Athan has been very busy tonight.
Offside, defense unabated to the quarterback, number 50. 5-yard penalty, remains 3rd down.
Lincoln Monotai was lined up offside. That does not please June Jones. I don't seem that Monotai just kind of walked over.
Well, and it looked like the running back moved early too.
3rd down and 5. Bassinet looking for the quick pattern, now throws across. That is complete to Akins. And that's a 1st down at the 49-yard line of Hawaii. And he threw into double coverage, but Akins still made the catch. Kafenchis was there. And Ilimimian back on the field. Ilimimian had left, and now he has come back. There you see the crossing pattern. And there was Kafenchis and Ilimimian. 1st down at the 49-yard line. Ball is kept by Bassinet, looking for running room, and he noses forward to the 45, and we have a penalty flag. Holding, that'll be against Northwestern. Zach Streif will be called for it. .5:29 left in the 3rd period.
Holding, offense number 63, 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay 1st down.
Streif is 6'7", 335 pounds from Milford, Ohio.
And I'll tell you who does a terrific job. Streif was holding Louis Funga, number 99, who had kept his contain, made the running back stay inside the pocket.
It is 1st down, but it's 1st down and 20. The line of scrimmage back to the 41-yard line of Northwestern. Bassinet with it, looking, 4-man pattern, lays it off. That is complete to Heron, and Heron's dangerous. He's at the Hawaii 40, Heron at the 30. Heron is finally ridden down from behind by Tanu Vasamoy at the 23-yard line of Hawaii. So Heron, once he is loose in that secondary, the possibilities come arising out of his running.
Well, you know, Hawaii has been blitzing so much, Jim. When you blitz a lot, you've got to be careful. You got to watch for the screen, because that's the answer. That's the offensive answer to a blitz-happy defense. And that time it worked terrifically for Northwestern.
So Northwestern 1st down. They put it at the 24. Ball is given to Heron, trying to get around the corner, and he runs into his own man. And then the black shirts able to converge right with him. Mel Purcell was on the pursuit.
Well, we talked about this defense for Hawaii, this nickel defense. It brings the safeties up closer to the line of scrimmage. And Leonard Peters there comes up across, forcing the running back to take it inside.
Best game of the year for Heron was 197 yards and 3 touchdowns against Indiana. Heron so far tonight has no touchdowns, 22 carries, 82 yards. 2nd down and 10. Ball is kept by Bassinet, looking to the end zone. Bassinet will run, and he's got room. 15, the 10. Down he goes at the 6-yard line. Bassinet, one of those quarterbacks that if nothing is open, he is going to ad-lib. At that time, he ad-libbed for 18 yards before Kenny Patton halted his progress.
And that's why in practice you see Vance Singletary, the defensive line coach, just drilling his defensive linemen. Keep your lane, keep your rushing lanes, lane integrity, because when you don't, it gives an opening for the running back to go through.
3:55 left to play in the 3rd period. Now Northwestern is threatening. Ball is kept by Bassinet. Touchdown right up the middle. And And that time the Hawaii defense was porous, to say the least. Bassinet kind of high-stepping into the end zone.
Well, you know, if you're a regular offense, if you are not an option offense, nobody is keying on the quarterback. So when he runs, the safeties, the linebackers have to turn around and try to hurry up and make a play. That time is too close to the line of scrimmage in the end zone.
42-33. Howells in to try the extra point. And it is blocked. That can really be big going into the fourth period. It remains 42-33. That ball just did not come off the turf well at all. And somebody reached up, I believe. I mean, looking at the flight of the ball. That, by the way, for Bassinet was his 4th rushing touchdown of the season. We'll take another look here. And it could have been a bad hold. Bad hold.
Well,
not a block there, but a bad hold by Betas.
It certainly was a low kick. You know, when you're on a PAT, you got to get that as a kicker. You've got to get it up high immediately. It should never be blocked at the line of scrimmage on the PAT.
Could have been a bad hold. I don't think Betas had it down. So he goes from the penthouse to the basement in a motion. That could be big. 80 yards in 8 plays, 2 minutes 41 seconds of elapsed time. Bassinet with a 6-yard touchdown run. So the offensive show continues. A high short kick. It is taken at the 24-yard line by Aloha. We got it right this time. And he's able to get it out over the 30. So Lataselu, they like kicking off to him, that's for sure.
Well, you know, when the ball is in the air on a kickoff, the rule is if it's going over your head, leave it alone. Let the guy behind you catch it. That time, 2 guys looked like they had a legitimate shot at the ball, and looks like both of them were calling for it.
First down and 10 from the 30-yard line. We're in the third period, 3:43 left. Hawaii now. Their offense is really clicking. Wallace giving to Brewster. Explored that secondary. Brewster still on his feet and finally takes a shot by Colby Clark.
See, Brewster, he gets into the line of scrimmage, and once he gets there, he's, you know, his size, he's 5'5", he bends low, he gets down low, and it's hard to find. He's hard to locate from a defensive standpoint. And it enables him to make some extra moves.
Clark limps off the field. Clark was out of the play. Brewster went by him, got into the secondary, and then when Brewster had to make the cut, here came Clark again. So good second effort by Clark, but he has to limp off for Northwestern. Gain on the play of 5 yards, second down and 5 from the 35-yard line. Back to pass again is Chang. Lays it off. This is Brewster. Brewster angles back, gets to the 40, very close to the first down. Chang has gone over 300 yards in passing. Again, in his career, the 34th time that he has done it. 34 career games with 300 or more yards in passing. He now has 23 of 41 for 318 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions over the course of this game, and it is far from over.
University of Hawaii, this is Hawaii's first charge. Timeout.
Third down and less than a yard. Hawaii calls a timeout. Bassinet has thrown for 216 yards and 1 touchdown. Bassinet has carried the ball 7 times for 58 yards and 2 touchdowns in this game. So we will see how this transcends. This third quarter has been just filled with offensive teams moving up and down this field. Hawaii has come out and has maintained a very high intensity here in the second half, and they have been able to hold off a very determined Northwestern team. A Northwestern team that was leading by 13 early and then was down 28-20 at halftime. and now trails 42-33. So Hawaii with third down on less than a yard. We'll see what they do here. The rain has been very fickle. It has come in from the Ko'olau Mountains and has deposited the moisture and then playfully has gone somewhere else, only to come back again. So people have put on their raincoats, taken off their raincoats. Third down, less than a yard. Keeping gets the handoff from Chang. He has first down and much more all the way to midfield. Excellent blocking that time by that offensive line of Hawaii. 10-yard gain for Kipi. Henderson and McPherson made the tackle, and they were the safety.
Well, Northwestern comes with 3 down linemen on a short yardage situation. Hawaii's offensive linemen doing a nice job of eating that up, creating a huge hole for Kipi.
Samson Satelli, Phil Kaufman, Hercules Satelli, Jeremy Ferreira, and Dane Uparesa. First down at the 49. Chang steps up, throws over the middle, crossing pattern. That is complete to Welch. And that's a first down on the 33-yard line of Northwestern. And Chang keeps throwing well. Welch running that pattern. That's what he does best. Gets into that secondary, an 18-yard pickup.
You see Timmy Chang step up into the pocket here. Nice blocking. Delivers a beautiful pass to Gerald Welch. They're just clicking, Jim. They're clicking.
Timmy Chang now 336 yards. He came into this game with 15,846. So he's gone over the 16,000-yard mark. Bad snap. Chang throws it to the sideline, and coming back and not catching the ball. That may have been very intelligent. Not catching the ball is Gerald Welch. Thompson, good pressure. David Thompson, the defensive end, on that bad snap. That's the first bad snap that we have seen. That'll bring up second down and 10 from the 33-yard line of Northwestern.
Yeah, and snapping the ball with Samson Satelli. Only his second game at center, Jim. And last week, his first game at center, he graded out at 83%, which is really high for offensive linemen.
So here comes Hawaii, second down and 10. Chang back there with Brewster, double wide receivers. Chang throws wide open is Welch at the 30, at the 25. Welch dives forward to the 23 for the first down, and we have a penalty flag. May have been a personal foul. So the frustration beginning to show.
After the ball was dead, personal foul, late hit, defense, number 24. That penalty is assessed half the distance to the goal. First down.
Well, Jim,
huge penalty. Yeah, huge penalty.
The coach is going nuts on the sideline. We talked about how this defense of Northwestern is struggling against defending the passing attack from Hawaii. The safety is too deep. He's too deep. He's too far away from the play. So when he finally gets there, makes a late tackle and draws a penalty.
So Hawaii is on the 11-yard line. Crowd being shown the late hit. First down from the 11-yard line. Touchdown throw? No. Ball is too high. It was intended on the far side for Britton Komine. Jeff Back is covering on the play. That'll bring up second down. The ball just outside the 11. 45 seconds left to play in this third period. So here come the Warriors. Komine is to the right, Rivers to the left. Welch and Owens in the slots. Chang looking end zone again. Chang chased out of the pocket. Chang all the way back behind the 20-yard line, behind the 25-yard line. Rolling now throws, and he throws it away. Excellent coverage by Northwestern. That will bring up third down. Hawaii can get a first down just inside the 2. So 34 seconds left in period number 3. And here comes Hawaii. Kipi back there with him in the shotgun. They overload the right side. In motion is Komine. May have some movement in that offensive line. And that hurts.
Before the ball was snapped, false start. Number 67 offense. 5-yard penalty. Remains third down.
Phil Kaufman, the offensive tackle, moving. That moves the ball back to the 16-yard line. Now, this is not necessarily a bad penalty. Now you see the movement, and coming across was Colby Clark, who has returned to the game. Not necessarily a bad penalty as far as Hawaii is concerned, because it gives some depth to the pass patterns. Third down. Double wide receiver. Chang looking, throws over the middle. Owens, touchdown. Owens' 4th touchdown of this game. Owens has just exploded. This offense for Hawaii has just paid dividends. This is a bumper crop of points. Ball is placed down by Milne, picked up by Ayat. 29 seconds left in the third period. It is 49-33 Hawaii.
Northwestern walks their safeties up and they blitz. They've got their best corner in man coverage on Chad Owens from the slot position. He beats Jeff Backus to the inside. Timmy Chang, credit Timmy Chang for recognizing it right away and just delivering a beautiful pass to Chad Owens.
Tim Chang with 4 touchdown passes. He now has 109 in his career. He is 26 for 47, 362 yards. He is all the way over the 16,000 mark in his career as far as passing. And what about Chad Owens? Owens, 7 catches in this game for 135 yards. Owens is having his best outing. And when you put in the punt return, I mean, he is on a different level. He has gone off the charts. For Hawaii, 70 yards in 9 plays, 3 minutes and 19 seconds of elapsed time. 16-yard touchdown pass from Tim Chang to Chad Owens. Roberson and Jordan again deep. Hawaii has posted 49 points against Northwestern. Into the end zone to Jordan, and he will not return it. Now Michigan against Northwestern posted 42 points. And Minnesota also against Northwestern had 43 points. But Hawaii has scored more points on Northwestern all season long than any other team.
And they don't see any teams like this. They don't match up against any offenses like this in their conference. This is a huge team, and they're average for their conference. Their conference is full of big teams. They run the ball and they play action pass. But they don't see.
Defense on the kickoff. Number 23, 5-yard penalty, re-kick.
There you see Tim Chang. Hawaii called for offside. When this game started, what seems like eons ago, it was Northwestern called for being offside on the opening kickoffs. And Hawaii gets called the first time here at the end of the third period.
And all of them have been really close calls, questionable calls, gray area calls, where the referees decided to call them close tonight.
So Ayat again will kick off, but now he is kicking off from the 30-yard line. This will give either Roberson or Jordan a chance to return it. Kickoff is deep, going back for it is Jordan, takes it at the goal line, and here he comes. The 23. Jordan bringing it back by the most direct routes. So Brett Bassinet getting ready to go back to work. Bassinet has had a very good night too. 13 for 28 in passing, 216 yards and 1 touchdown. And rushing, he is 7 for 58 yards, 7 carries, 58 yards and 2 touchdowns. Herron, by the way, 22 carries, 82 yards. We say that because he has 6 100-yard games and he has another quarter in which to play. Bassinet with it. Throws, that is complete to the tight end, Taylor Jones. And for Jones, that's his 7th reception of the season. He is short of the first down. The line of scrimmage being the 23. He has carried that ball out to the 29. So that'll bring 2nd down and 4. And that's the end of the 3rd quarter. Hawaii leading 49-33. A shootout at Aloha Stadium.
You were drinking Gunji water, trying to blow my head, rubber-dealing woman. Stop and lay my money down. Well, if you don't stop it, babe, find yourself sleeping in the ground.
Inside the hype.
Inside the dreams.
Inside the power. Inside the dome.
Inside the dome.
Inside the groove.
Inside the groove.
Inside the hope.
Inside the fear.
Inside the hearts.
Inside the skill.
Inside the skill. Inside the fire.
It's all good.
It's all good.
And it's all on inside stuff.
It's what's inside that counts.
NBA inside stuff, only on ABC Sports.
My man.
The party never ends with the ESPN Game Plan College Football Pay-Per-View Package. Get access to more than 150 extra college football games this season. To order, call your local cable company at 1-877-ONLY-CABLE, DirecTV at 1-800-DirecTV, or Dish Network at 1-800-333-DISH.
How did the Bears shut down Brett Favre?
Oh, don't worry. That's not going to happen.
What's this?
Sports Timmy.
Take a good look, because you're never going to see this again.
You can just look at the ones that are man.
I'm not talking about ancient history, Bowman. I'm talking about the 3 E's. Entertain, enlighten, and insightful. All right, from the top. Sunday NFL Countdown, the hardest working pregame show in football. Sundays at 11 on ESPN, presented by Old Spice.
4th period has started on Hawaii's final game of the season, which is next week. Ms. Ariel Chun, Chief Executive Officer of the University of Hawaii Federal Credit Union, will present each Warrior senior a plaque to honor their commitment and success as a University of Hawaii student athlete. That's next week. 49-33, 2nd down and 4. Ball is given to Jordan. Knifes into the secondary, breaks into the open, out to midfield, and is finally rolled up. Boy, he almost broke that. And it was Leonard Peters, who for all intents and purposes may have saved the touchdown. 23 yards and 23 very quick yards by Terrell Jordan. Jordan in the game now, 7 carries for 46 yards. Here comes Northwestern. 1st down at the 48-yard line of Hawaii. Bassinet gives it on a reverse. And carrying the ball is Horn. Gets a block, but gets back to the line of scrimmage, and down he goes. Leonard Peters again. Leonard Peters and Tamarian Moreland went over there. Peters, first one to him. But credit Leonard Peters. He is the quickest of that secondary.
Northwestern going with the reverse. Number 74, the offensive tackle, makes a huge block on number 91, Ikaika Alama Francis. Credit the Leonard Peters for coming up and making a tough stop for his team.
Quick read by Leonard Peters. 2nd down and 10 from the 48-yard line of Hawaii. Bassinet, the quarterback, drops straight back, steps up. Now chased out of the pocket, coming to the near side. Looking over the middle now, throws, that's complete. And with it is Kim Thompson. And Thompson is spun to the turf as he gets to the 36-yard line. Matt Manuma just into the game makes the stop for Hawaii. 12-yard pickup. It has turned into an offensive onslaught on the part of both teams. Look at the score, 49-33. Here comes Northwestern again. Akins and Horn are flanked to the far side. To the near side is Thompson. Ball is given to Herron. Herron able to get some yardage from the line of scrimmage, the 36 down to about the 31. That's a gain of 5. Ikaika Alama Francis there to make the stop for Hawaii, number 91.
Yeah, good job, Ikaika Alama Francis, coming back from a big block, laid on him, comes back, makes a nice play, comes down, scrapes down from his defensive end position to make the tackle on the running back, Herron.
So Akins is flanked to the far side along with Horn. In motion is Herbert, number 3. Ball is given to Herron, trying to turn the corner. Herron slips and falls. And Hawaii was right there waiting for him at the end. That was Abraham Elimimian. Elimimian will play one more game next week. He is the most resilient of young men out of Los Angeles, went to Crenshaw High School.
And perhaps a bowl game too, Jim.
Boy, that is really positive thinking. But we go back to what we said in the beginning, that Tim Chang says he was not thinking about the last 2 games. He was thinking about the last 3. Third down, big play here. Third down and 6. Bassinet throws. That is incomplete. Good double coverage that time by Watson Ho'ohuli and Leonard Peters. The ball was intended for Sean Herbert, and that will bring up 4th down. And now the perplexity for Northwestern. As you can see, that ball, as he tried to just drill it in there, was incomplete. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Here comes Northwestern. Aaron back there with Bassinet. 4th down. Bassinet throws. That is it complete? It is complete. Boy, what a catch by Thompson. That ball was thrown behind him. Thompson lost his footing and still caught the ball. 16-yard gain.
Well, let's take a look here to see if Thompson really caught that ball. Good protection by the offensive line. Bassinet delivers the ball, like you said, behind Thompson, and he makes a nice grab.
First down for Northwestern. Excellent catch by Thompson. First down at the 16. Ball is kept by Bassinet. Throws it. It is caught. Leaping catch by Herbert inside the 10. Peters was right there with him. So Northwestern knocking on the door again, 49-33. They have traded touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Ball is at the 8. It is 2nd down and 2. They can get a first down at the 6. Bassinet under center. Herron behind him. It is Herron. Herron to the 5-yard line. That's a first down. First down, goal to go for Northwestern. So they'll start the clock again. 11:19 left. Bassinet, a quarterback that you have to keep hemmed in. He can run at any time. Herron, the single setback. It is Herron looking for the goal line. And he will end up short. Mel Purcell there to pinch him. And the Warrior is down. It's going to be Tanuvasa Moy. Moy has played his heart out in this game for Hawaii. I mean, you look at the two, if you look at the 2 teams, Northwestern comes from the vaunted Big Ten, which really has 11 teams, but nationally recognized, a BCS conference. And Hawaii is in the WAC, a conference that has been stressed. It has 4 teams leaving at the end of this season and 4 new teams coming in. We'll see how Tanavasa Moore got hurt here. But here's Hawaii leading at the present time, 49-33. There's Moy, number 45, and they roll up. Did they roll up on him? But Tanavasa Moy is still down. Remember, Moy has come back from injuries. Hawaii's defense just has been depleted over the course of this long season.
It looked like he might have got his arm stuck under that pile, excuse me. And you know, he's already had shoulder and elbow injuries, so if that's that same arm, that could be the problem.
10:42 left to play in the game. June Jones has already made a trip out there. The training staff you see along with the doctor. Moy gets up quick. Apparently he's okay, and he'll be back in there. The ball is at the 3-yard line. Here comes Northwestern. Remember, Northwestern has played in 4 overtime games. 2 of those 4 overtime games were double overtime games, and they were able to win 3 of them. They trail here 49-33, but that may change momentarily. Bassinet turns, fakes the handoff, looks into the end zone, throws into the end zone. He has to throw it away. Hawaii was on him in a hurry. Kile Nahe Noa came in, number 29. Came in on a blitz. Terrell Jordan is in the backfield now for Northwestern. 3rd down from the 3-yard line. From the shotgun, Bassinet. Bassinet is hit at the 2. He gets to the 1. That's it. It is 4th down. So Hawaii proving stubborn deep. And it becomes 4th down and goal to go. And we'll see where they put the ball. They're going to put it at the 2. So here comes the double tight ends into the game. They're going to try to power this. Two wide receivers to the far side. Heron, the single setback. 4th down, goal to go. The ball at the 2-yard line. It is Heron. Heron is hit at the 1. He doesn't get in. What a tremendous goal line stand by Hawaii.
You know, this defense, I was going to say, Jim, they could get marched all over the field, up and down on the field, but when they get into red zone defense, they're terrific. Absolutely amazing stop for this team.
Take another look here. The ball is given to Heron, and he is hit, and they just hold him out. Kenny Patton is there along with his friends. Ho'ohuli.
Dry rinse polymer soap. Pure filter technology. The new Mr. Clean Auto Dry Car Wash. A spot-free shine with no need to dry. Guaranteed.
Michael, I need someone to work late tonight. I know it's after 5, and I know you probably have plans. By the way, you smell really good.
Thank you. Introducing Red Zone Body Wash from Old Spice. With 8-hour scent technology, the great smell lasts all day, whether you want it to or not.
Yeah, you do smell good.
New Red Zone Body Wash.
Cheap tricks.
Shih Tzu. God bless you.
Cheap jokes.
What up, cold sore? Ooh, that's nice.
Cheap women.
Yes! That's my boyfriend for the week.
Sweet dress socks.
Cheap shots.
Of course I'm the king. Oh, you're just the governor. This is your job. All right.
Cheap seats. 10 Eastern every Thursday night for a new look at the old games.
Kind of looks like a peacock that has to go to the bathroom.
With a lot of help there on that 4th down play, 4th and a goal to go. Northwestern drive 5 minutes and 49 seconds of elapsed time, 76 yards in 14 plays, and they come away with nothing. First down for Hawaii on their own 2 from the end zone. Chang looking over the middle, throws long, and it is incomplete. Boy, turning back for it at the exact right moment was Kominu. Crowd wanted interference. With him was Marvin Ward, who has an interception in this game.
Well, Northwestern has been struggling with the pass rush, not getting any pressure on Timmy Chang, so they come with 5 rushers. They blitz one guy, and it leaves an opening back there. Timmy Chang lets the ball go before the pass rush gets to him, and that looked like pass interference. That was pass interference.
Be that as it may, second down and 10. Ball is given to Kelly Keepy. Kelly Keepy out to the 9-yard line. And that'll bring up third down and 3. Kelly Keepy bursting into that secondary again. And the powerful legs churning for yardage. Herschel Henderson there to make the stop for Northwestern. 9:15 left to play in the game. And for the first time, you start to get the inkling, just the inkling, that an upset may be in the offing.
And with every tick of the clock, Jim, Northwestern's bowl hopes fade.
Third down and 3. Trainer coming on to the field. And Hawaii
Timeout.
calls
University
a
of
timeout.
Hawaii.
Look, Dear Prilosec OTC guys, 1 pill a day, 24 hours, 0 heartburn. How's that work? Signed, the frequent heartburn guy next to you.
Whoa. Here's how. It's the only OTC that directly shuts down lots of those acid-producing pumps in your stomach. That's why it's the only OTC that can work for 24 hours with 1 pill a day.
Awesome. Prilosec OTC. 1 pill a day, 24 hours, 0 heartburn.
I reach over and click up that toggle. The only place in the world where I can have a day where everything goes my way. All I want to do is race, Daddy. It's like you.
Winner ain't the guy with the fastest car, son. Just the one who refuses to lose.
The winner, Mr. Dale Earnhardt.
Please just say it.
Yeah, come on.
I wonder what's on the telly.
All right. Say, you're a cheeky monkey.
Listen, I've never said
Please,
this.
please, please.
You're a cheeky monkey.
Oh! Say, good day, mate.
That's Australian.
Okay. How about got your knickers and a twist?
Okay, got your knickers in a twist.
Say telly again.
8 minutes and 55 seconds left. It is third down and 3. Third down, little less than 3 for Hawaii. Big play here. They have it just short of their own 10-yard line. Timmy Chang with triple wide receivers to the right. 4-man rush for Northwestern. Chang looks over the middle, throws. That's enough for a first down. And with it is Owens. Owens just keeps piling up the yardage. And Chang now over 360 yards. Tim McGarrigle there to make the stop. That is a first down out to the 15-yard line. Now what Hawaii wants to do, of course, is they want to take some time off the clock. They would like to score, but if they do it in a consistent way, a consistent drive, that will help their hopes.
And what Northwestern has to do is start thinking about sending more linemen to pressure quarterback, more rushers.
Ball is given to Brewster. Brewster into that secondary, and they wrestle him back. Tim McGarrigle leading the white-shirted charge that time for Northwestern. Hawaii has had horrendous experiences this year. They gave up 69 points to Boise State on the road, playing on that blue carpet. Then they gave up 70 points to Fresno State, and everyone thought they had then the cookie syndrome, in which when they were pressured they would crumble, but not tonight. They have played at home entirely different, a whole different personality than they did on the road. And they're doing it again tonight. Second down. Ball again is given to Brewster. Very short game. Brewster trying to get outside. John Pickens was there. 7:34 left. And the clock ticking.
We talked about Northwestern sending more guys. John Pickens was blitzing from the outside linebacker that spot. Sniffed out the run and pursued Brewster. Made a nice tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Chang has thrown for 4 touchdowns, all of them to Chad Owens. So Khalid keeping after the loss of yardage. 3rd down and 7. 3rd and long yardage. Chang looking for that first down. Throws and throws it behind Welch. And that would have yielded a first down. Gerald Welch on a crossing pattern that developed late. Chang waited for the pattern to ripen, but he threw the ball behind Welch. Backus is back at the 39-yard line, and punting will be Milne. Milne punting for the 4th time. Gets the snap, and that ball is blocked, and it'll be a touchdown for Northwestern. T.J. Jones came in, and nobody touched him. Nobody touched him. And he was in the face of Milne right away. Milne had no chance. He was smothered. Boy, what a play by T.J. Jones out of Southfield, Michigan. 6'2", 180, and the sophomore. So that changes things. It is 49-39 with 6:55 left to play in the game. And remember, Northwestern has been in many close games. They're going to go for 2. And timeout has been called by Northwestern. Some uncertainty on the sideline. Let's take a look now. And remember, it is T.J. Jones that comes in. Look how fast he shows up. Right there. Boom. And the ball comes right to him. Here he comes again. And you can see that the ball just bounces up to him, and he just lopes into the end zone with the touchdown. I mean, that was a shocker. Hawaii moments ago with just an outstanding goal line stand. They do get a first down, and they would have had another first down. The ball is thrown behind Welch by Chang, and when they punt on 4th down, here comes Northwestern with the block and the score by T.J. Jones. 49-39, a 10-point game. Hawaii continues to lead with just under 7 minutes to play.
And this 2-point conversion they're going to try, Jim, is huge. If they make it, they're down by 1 score, because they can score a touchdown and go for 2 again to tie it up. If they miss it, then they've got to score twice.
So here comes Northwestern. Thompson is flanked to the far side. Horn to the near side. Bassinet looking into the end zone, throws. That is a 2-point conversion. That ball was thrown to Horn. So now it's nail-biting time for Hawaii. 49-41. The block punt, the touchdown, the 2-point conversion. And we still have 6 minutes and 55 seconds left in this game. So it behooves Hawaii, the offense, to be effective. Over the course of all of the years that Hawaii has played teams from the so-called power conferences, Hawaii has done well in the beginning of the game and maybe to the middle of the game. But when they come toward the end, that's when the other team with more Division I players can take it to them. And we'll see if that happens tonight against Northwestern. Central Pacific Bank sponsors the Loyalty Award. For every touchdown, Central Pacific Bank will donate $100. Every touchdown that Hawaii scores. So far tonight, the Warriors have scored 7 touchdowns. Howells and Huffman are in the game. Both kickers are in the game. Something is up here. And this is a little pooch kick that is gathered in by Kafentzis inside the 30-yard line, and he runs out of bounds at the 28. Little shenanigans with the kickoff that time, but Hawaii with very good field position, and we'll see if they can run out the clock here or maybe even score a touchdown. That would be something. 6:53 left to play in the game.
That was a heads-up play by Kafentzis. Perfect job of running back and making that catch.
Hawaii loses this game. They're out of the postseason, even thinking about a bowl. And the same thing for Northwestern. First down for Hawaii. They have it at their own 28-yard line. Komini in motion. Now he sets up on the right side. With it is Chang. Throws long, and he overthrows Rivers. And Chang gets dumped.
Boy, he gets leveled. He really gets hit hard.
Lauren Howard came in to get him.
Yeah, number 66, Lauren Howard. Now, he leads the team in sacks. He's got 11 career sacks. He comes in from the right side of the line and hits Timmy Chang just as he released the ball.
So Hawaii may have been trying to gobble up huge amounts of yardage too quickly. We'll see what they do here. Second down and 10 from their own 28-yard line. Ball is given to Brewster, trying to turn the corner, trying to get a block. Gets out over the 30 to the 32. Tim McGarrigle from that middle linebacker came into the game with 141 tackles. He is first nationally in solo tackles per game. He is third nationally in total tackles over the course of the season. And he has had double-digit tackles in the last 7 games, and he's right there again tonight. He is the quintessential middle linebacker. Third down, big play. Third down and 6. Ball is at the 32-yard line. Hawaii looking for a first down. Clock ticking. 6:10 left to play. Hawaii leading 49-41. Ball is thrown. That is complete to Welch. First down. Huge play for Hawaii. Reggie McPherson covering on the play, but not before Gerald Welch, who runs patterns very well. I mean, expertly, exact patterns.
We got 3 receivers to that time, that side of the field, Jim. The 2 receivers on the outside run upfield, taking the defenders with them. Gerald Welch cuts to the outside, and Timmy Chang delivers a perfect pass under pressure.
6:02 left to play. Hawaii leading by 8 and a first down at their own 41-yard line. They come out again. Triple wide receiver is to the right. Ball is given up the middle, and with it, running all the way to midfield is Khalid Kipi. Very close to another first down. That's a 9-yard gain for the big guy.
And he's come up limping.
Khalid Kipi may go off the field, and he will. So Brewster comes back in. Second down and 1, and the ball is at midfield with 5 minutes and 33 seconds. And all of the fans here, all the Hawaii fans, looking up at that clock as it starts ticking again. Hawaii 1 yard away from another first down. Chang gives it to Brewster. Brewster has the first down, gets into Northwestern territory to the 48-yard line. Lauren Howard finally tackled Brewster. And David Thompson also in on the play. They will move the chains, and then they will start the clock. Hawaii first down at the 48-yard line of Northwestern. They overload the right side. Tim Chang now has thrown for 377 yards and 4 touchdowns in this game. Chang to throw again, throws. That is complete to Owens. Owens with possibilities. He's at the 40. Owens at the 35 to the 34. First down, Hawaii. Herschel Henderson and Marvin Ward finally corralled him after a 14-yard gain. Another first down, and they'll move the chains again and now stop the clock. 4 minutes 42 seconds. Could it be a night of a tremendous upset? Here comes Hawaii. Rivers to the far side. Slotted inside of Rivers is Welch, and in motion is Owens. First down. Ball is given to Kali'i Kipi. Turns the corner and is cut down from behind. Excellent play by Lauren Howard, who went along the line and was able to grab Kali'i Kipi. Very short gain. Gain on the play of only 2. Second down and 8. But the clock will continue to run. Hawaii doesn't necessarily need a touchdown here.
No, and you'll see, you watch Timmy Chang, he'll let the clock get down to single digits, 5 seconds or so before he snaps the ball.
Under 4 minutes left. Second down and 8. Triple wide receiver to the left. Looking right is Chang. Now checks off, looks over the middle, looks, now goes left, and the ball may have been tipped. May have been, not sure. But it was thrown low. It was intended for Gerald Welch. That'll bring up third down and 8 yards to go.
Well, Timmy Chang had all the time in the world. He went through all of his progressions from right to left. And Gerald Welch was the last guy on his progression. Wide open, but Timmy Chang just threw it into the turf.
3:42 left. Third down. Big play here. Third down, 8 yards to go for the first down. And the ball is on the 32-yard line of Northwestern. Chang, quick pass. That is complete to Komine. Looking for the first down. Does he have it? Inside the 25. It depends where they mark it. It is enough for a first down. That is a huge play on third down and long yardage. Britton Komine. John Pickens made the stop for Northwestern.
Nice call by the Hawaii coaches. June Jones, a wide receiver screen against a team that is playing a lot of zone defense. Really works well because the defensive backs are further back. They're not close up playing man defense. And because they're further back, it helps that play work, help the wide receiver screen go further.
First down, the ball at the 24. In motion is Owens. Ball is given up the middle to Kali'i Kipi, powering his way to the 21. Hawaii gets a field goal here. That would go a long way toward this upset. Coming up on 3 minutes left to play in the game. This could be the highlight of the season. It would give Hawaii another chance at the postseason. One more game with Michigan State next week.
And this is a time when you got to focus even more. If you're going to be carrying the ball, you've got to hold on to it. No fumbles.
Second down and 8. Screen pass. That is complete. With it is Rivers. And Rivers to the 15. That'll bring up third down and 1. And the time, 2 minutes, 24 seconds and counting.
Timeout.
So Northwestern wants to stop the clock. Fans here beginning to sense it. 2:16 left. Hawaii on the cusp, on the doorstep of a tremendous upset. And Chang has gone over 400 yards passing.
Are you the college football trivia king? Want to win a trip to New York City and ESPN Sports Center? Grab your cell phone now and play the Old Spice Red Zone Mobile Trivia Challenge. Text the word trivia in the message body, then send it to RZone 79663 and get 4 college football questions. Answer the questions and find out if you're right instantly. Answer incorrectly, you're still entered to win. Want to play again? Go ahead. Take the Old Spice Red Zone Mobile Trivia Challenge now. Just by playing, you could win.
Who took my Heineken?
Sunday nights on ESPN Classic.
We got any quitters here? No!
As if the action on the field weren't dramatic enough, Hollywood and Classic take your favorite sports from field to film on Real Classics.
Let's play some football!
The stars.
In my book, we're going to be winners.
The stories.
Wax on, wax off.
The drama.
I'd do anything for you, but don't ask me to play a clown.
Real Classics, where the worlds of sports and movies collide. 8 p.m. Sundays only on ESPN Classic.
Third down. And about 1.5 yards, just under 2 yards to go for the first down. And if Hawaii gets this first down, that will come very close to sealing this game. Under center is Chang. Single setback, Kali'i Kipi. Chang, Kali'i Kipi. That's close. That's going to be close. He may not have made it. In fact, he could be 1 yard short. And that would be the field goal attempt now by Justin Ayat. Timeout again is called by Northwestern. And that should be the last timeout for Northwestern, and it is. So 2:17 left. When we come back, it will be fourth down and 1.5 yards to go for the first down. Will they kick the field goal?
Ooh, look. Dear Prilosec OTC guys, 1 pill a day, 24 hours, 0 heartburn. How's that work? Signed, the frequent heartburn guy next to you.
Whoa. Here's how. It's the only OTC that directly shuts down lots of those acid-producing pumps in your stomach. That's why it's the only OTC that can work for 24 hours with 1 pill a day.
Awesome. Prilosec OTC. 1 pill a day, 24 hours, 0 heartburn.
Dry rinse polymer soap. Pure filter technology. The new Mr. Clean Auto Dry Car Wash. A spot-free shine with no need to dry. Guaranteed.
Michael, I need someone to work late tonight. I know it's after 5, and I know you probably have plans. By the way, you smell really good.
Thank you.
Introducing Red Zone Body Wash from Old Spice. With 8-hour scent technology, the great smell lasts all day, whether you want it to or not.
Yeah, you do smell good.
New Red Zone Body Wash.
Fourth down and about 1.5 yards for the first down, but that is of little consequence now. Hawaii has elected to go for the field goal. This is a 33-yarder out of the hold of Kurt Milne. Justin Ayat with his Umbro Speciale shoes. High snap, ball is placed, it is kicked, it is on its way, and it is not good. Not good. So Hawaii cannot seal it. They cannot seal it. And that gives an opening to Northwestern. We'll see the kicker reaction here. The ball is placed down. The kick is up. Little slip there. And it is offline. So here comes Northwestern. 49-41. Northwestern with 2 minutes and 12 seconds left. And no timeouts. Ball is at their own 20. Bassinet looks, throws, incomplete. Good pressure that time by Hawaii.
Hawaii a little late getting to the line of scrimmage. Defensively, they need to get up there, get ready to play. Kili Nainoa came on a blitz there, put good pressure on Bassinet, made him throw that ball away.
Rain really starting to come down though. A deluge with 2:08 left to play. Second down and 10 from the 20-yard line. Bassinet looking, rolling, now throws back over the middle. That's incomplete. That'll bring up third down. That was intended for Horn. Again, excellent pressure by Kile Nahinoa.
Hawaii
and Kafences.
They're sending two guys from the same side, Jim. Kili Nahinoa, the linebacker, and the safety Landon Kafences. And both of them are with only a running back to block both of them. So he's got to choose one of them. That time he chose Kafences. The other guy, Kili Nahinoa, goes free.
2:04 left to play in the game. Aikens to the far side. Thompson to the near side. Big play here. 3rd and 10. In motion is Herbert. Bassinet rolling, looking, now throwing long. It is tipped and then caught at the 40 to the 30-yard line. Ashton Akins. You can't play any better defense. The ball was tipped by Tamarian Moreland. 49-yard play. And here comes Northwestern with 1 minute 53 seconds left. They're used to playing in very tight games. They've done so throughout this season. They have the ball at the 31. Bassinet looking again, four-man pattern, looks for the end zone, overthrows the intended receiver. It was intended for Brandon Horn. Covering on the play, Leonard Peters. That stops the clock with 1 minute and 45 seconds. The ball at the Warrior 31-yard line. Huge play for Northwestern. There you see the tip, and Akins coming up with it. Moreland having trouble getting him down. Finally did so at the 31. Rain still comes down. Bad snap. Chased down by Bassinet. He's going to be in trouble, and he falls on it at the 49. And then there's a late hit. Late hit. Ikaika Kernan, I believe, is called for it. Kernan, there was a question mark whether he would even play because of injuries in tonight's game, but a bad snap. That could have been the game for Northwestern. They were way back. And then you have the late hit. And here's
the ball was dead. Personal foul. Defense number 51. 15-yard penalty. First down.
We'll take another gander at this. There you see, falling on the ball. And then there's the hit by Kernan. That falls within the parameters of the rule.
Yeah, he's already down on the ball. It's dead.
So they start the clock. 1 minute 38 seconds left. First down at the 32. Following the point of the infraction and the penalty. Bassinet waits, pump fakes, waits some more, has all day, throws, sideline pattern, that's complete. Circling back toward the inside with it and bringing tacklers with him is Brandon Horn. It advances all the way, excuse me, it's Sean Herbert. Herbert in a crowd of people, and he just kept going. And that's down to the 20. In a hurry, Bassinet, sideline pattern, that is broken up by Leonard Peters. That'll bring up second down and 10. Peters coming over.
You're going to see here the speed of Leonard Peters. Amazing speed. How quickly he closes. Gets his hand up like he's done so many times. Gets it on the ball.
Ball at the 20. Second down. 1:12 left to play in the game. Crowd standing. Horn and Akins to the far side. They line up in a double tandem. Bassinet from the shotgun. Back to pass, throws over the middle. And is that intercepted? Is that intercepted? It is! Leonard Peters closes the door on Northwestern.
We'll watch Abraham Elamimian blitz in from the corner position. He rushes Bassinet's throw. He overthrows his receiver into Leonard Peters' arms.
Was that an interception? Did that ball hit the ground?
It looked like it did, Jim.
I think that ball is, I don't know. I think that ball is on the ground. But the officials made their decision. That's why we were questioning. Was it an interception? Was it an interception? No matter what it was, whether it was or not, they ruled that it indeed was. And Hawaii will take a knee with 1:06 left. This game, for all intents and purposes, is over. Hawaii will pull the upset on Northwestern. Northwestern will end their season at 6-6, and they will not be bowl eligible. And they cannot stop the clock. They have no timeouts remaining. What an incredible game. Hawaii leading 49-41. I mean, The crowd here will stagger out in the wet. They have been led through a forest of emotion. So one more knee, and Hawaii will have a record of 6-5 on the season, and it is over. Hawaii wins it in storybook fashion, 49-41. Let's take a look at the Red Star moment now. This Red Star moment is sponsored by Heineken. It's all about the beer. And it happens with a goal line stand. 4th down, 2 yards to go. The ball is given to Heron. And Heron runs it. And you can see Kenny Patton there. And Patton, with some help, they stop Heron. And Hawaii is able to turn it around, only to have a punt block and a touchdown scored by Northwestern. So it is over. Hawaii winning by a score of 49-41. Here is Bank of Hawaii's most valuable players for tonight. And it's got to be Chad Owens for Hawaii. 9 catches, 155 yards, 4 touchdowns, and a 76-yard punt return for a touchdown. And Brett Bazinet for Northwestern, 319 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, and 2 rushing touchdowns. Tim Chang tonight, 405 yards. So Timmy Chang, as far as 400 yards in his career, that's the 9th time in his career that he has passed over 400 yards. He was 31 for 56, 4 touchdowns tonight. So he now has passed 16,000 yards in career yardage passing. He has 16,251 going into the last game of the season next week. This is our final game on K5 for this season. We want to thank everyone for watching, and we will also want to thank all the people in the truck who have worked so hard over the course of this season, and also our crew here in the booth. Final score, Hawaii 49, Northwestern 41. This has been a presentation of the Warrior Football Network from my broadcast partners Doug Violetti and Russell Yamanoha and the entire crew. I'm Jim Leahy. Good night, everybody. Remember, Palama Pono, ke kahi, ke kahi.
One season, 15 weeks. In the end, it comes down to this. Win and stay alive. Lose and dreams die.
Now I'ma start collecting props, connecting plots, networking like a conference, cause the nonsense is yet to stop.
All eyes in the ACC were on the Cavaliers and Hokies with a potential BCS ticket on the line. You can't spell BCS without BC, or so the Eagles thought. Could the Orange crush their way into a spot at the big table? And Iowa State would celebrate Christmas early with a Big 12 North championship, but only if they got past Mizzou. We're already in the holiday spirit on College Game Day Final next.
College Game Day Final is presented by Pontiac.
A great opportunity for several programs to list themselves into realms which they had never been before. Glad to have you with us on College Game Day Final, presented by Pontiac, alongside my good friends and partners, Trev Alberts, Mark May. I'm Reese Davis. Could have been a step-up Saturday, turned into a sit-down Saturday.
Yeah, some guys too much Thanksgiving turkey. I don't know what it was. Lethargic all day.
Some guys got their teams ready to play. Some coaches did not.
Yeah, a couple of teams with opportunities to do things that would certainly lift the program into a different realm, but unable to handle the pressure, and something that Virginia Tech had sort of written the book on the last few years. The Hokies, the previous 3 seasons, 6-11 after November 1st, but 2-0 this year, turning it around and crediting team chemistry. Defensive tackle Jim Davis said belief is key, and the Hokies did believe as they took on Virginia. Winner gets a share of the 8th year in the ACC, and they have clinched at least a share of the title, 24-10. That's 7 straight victories for the Hokies. Randall, as I mentioned, becomes the school's all-time passing yardage leader. Now Virginia Tech has a share of the title, they can win it all by themselves. Next week on ABC, 1 o'clock Eastern Time, when they venture down to the Orange Bowl. How about this? The Big East interlopers coming into the ACC in the first year, and the winner represents the conference in the BCS.
Unbelievable. How about Virginia Tech? They had to go to their arch rival Virginia and plead with them to help them get in the conference.
A late call from the governor actually happened this time. The governor got involved, got the Hokies in the ACC expansion, and it has paid off big time for Frank Beamer's team. So Virginia Tech still with that opportunity to step up. Iowa State with a chance to win the Big 12 North if they could beat Missouri. Missouri's been awful down the stretch, but they're tied at 14 in the fourth. Brad Smith to Tom Omboga, and he fumbles. Steve Harris going the other way. He's going to set up the Cyclones at the 15-yard line. But as you take a look at this on the replay, great hustle by Smith. After throwing the pick, he makes the initial hit, although it appeared perhaps the receiver was down before the fumble.
Great job by Brad Smith right there. How many times you see quarterbacks give up on the play? They feel bad. They got their head down because they can't, throw an interception. Great job.
Oh, that's why you're Iowa State. Brett Culbertson misses a 24-yard field goal attempt, sends us into overtime. Mizzou got it first. They had to try a field goal. Adam Crossett, first field goal of his career. Mizzou up 17-14. So Brett Meyer bringing the Cyclone offense back in Jack Trice Stadium. First play in overtime. Meyer, Ben Barkema, Now he had to twist around a little bit. Tough move for a big guy, but he got his hands on it, couldn't handle it. Still first and goal, another opportunity. Stevie Hicks was stopped. Second and goal, the option that gets just messed up.
Great job by the defensive tackle at Missouri, number 96. Great penetration there, forces Meyer back and forces a disruption of the option play.
On third and goal, remember they can go to a second overtime at home if you just protect the football. And A.J. Kincaid with the pick, and Missouri spoils it for Dan McCarney. They are not going to the Big 12 championship game. Much rejoicing for Missouri. Now, this is Iowa State's first overtime game since they played the inaugural OT game in the regular season against Wyoming back in '96. McCarney had the infamous call of taking it into the stadium when he won the toss then. Things not working out in overtime this time either. 17-14, but still a great turnaround for the Cyclones. They are bowl eligible. Now let's go to the Big East. Boston College on its way to the ACC. A fabulous parting gift to be beating Coach P and earning the BCS bid from the Big East. But Damian Rhodes had other ideas.
Wonderful job of execution at the point of attack. The right side of the offensive line. Everybody a head on a hat getting the block. Rhodes goes 69 yards for the score.
7-0 Syracuse, still in the first quarter here. Perry Patterson firing to the wide open Ray Henderson, but he plays for Boston College. Patterson actually hit him twice on the day. A couple of interceptions. That one set up a field goal. Rhodes got hurt, had to bring Ferry in. Worked so well. This guy's not just the regular diamond. He's the Hope Diamond. He's the crown jewel. He's big time. 24-3, a couple of Ferry touchdowns setting it up, and finally the block punt. DeJuan Tribble getting in for Boston College, trying to get it turned around, and as BC struggling late, down 13, still some time, ball back. Matthew Ryan, guess who intercepts it?
Diamond Ferry.
Diamond Ferry.
Isn't he a running back?
He ran right over the cornerback. What a terrific run right there by Diamond Ferry.
Diamond Ferry's a kid from Massachusetts, comes back to Boston, spoils the BCS dreams for the Eagles. 43-17. Syracuse laying the beat down on BC. Ferry saying after the game, if they're leaving the conference, we wanted to send them out on a losing note, and boy, did they ever. And they also created a huge logjam at the top of the Big East. Really easier to say who didn't get a share of the Big East title as opposed to who did. 4 teams tying for the Big East title, but a couple of the teams have been eliminated from the tiebreaker process. Here's what we're left with. Either Pittsburgh or Syracuse will represent the Big East in the BCS. All Pittsburgh needs to do is beat South Florida. It's a non-conference game, but that would ensure that they would have the proper BCS standings in order to win the tiebreaker. Syracuse needs Pittsburgh to lose, and they need to have that higher BCS ranking than Pittsburgh. Here's where it gets a little tricky, and I want you to stay with me here, okay?
All right, we're
got to have the higher BCS ranking. Because of where both teams are ranked in the computers at the moment, there is no reason to believe that Syracuse at 6-5 and a loss to Temple would get any points from the computers, nor would you expect them to receive any votes for the top 25. If Pittsburgh loses to South Florida, they might be in that same circumstance, except for this. Walt Harris has a vote in the coaches poll. Paul Pasqualoni does not. would be the art of self-preservation, just to simply put your team on the ballot. And assuming Coach P doesn't have a buddy that tries to do it for Syracuse, then that would do it. And you can't really blame Walt Harris for taking advantage of that loophole, because there's no reason, despite losing the head-to-head game, that you would say that Syracuse is more deserving of a BCS bid than Pittsburgh. And really, it points out the flaws in the system big time, Mark.
It definitely does. And I'm calling for everybody out there that's involved in this, that this is my new rule. It's called the 3-12 Mayday rule. If you have 3 or more losses in the BCS conference, if you're not ranked in the top 12, you don't deserve to go to a BCS game, bowl game. And here's the reason why. If you're Texas with 1 loss, Louisville with 1 loss, LSU with 2 losses, these are deserving teams that should have a chance to play in those games. If you've got 3 or more losses, it's ridiculous for those teams to go to the big games.
You're right, Mark. I think the BCS has got to realize that the Big East simply doesn't deserve a bid this year. I mean, you look at it, the BCS. Obviously, if Boston College would have won the game, you could sort of stomach a 9-2 Boston College team.
They'd be most deserving at 9-2,
I think. Well, they'd be the most deserving team. But you have to look at it right now. You have a team that's Syracuse that they wouldn't have been, if they lost the game, they wouldn't have been bowl eligible. Now a team that wouldn't have been bowl eligible is suddenly in a BCS game. Both Pittsburgh and Syracuse kind of fought their way back, but clearly nobody in the Big East deserves a BCS bowl.
You know, I think they set the rules this year, and you wouldn't want to take it away from the kids because the rules are in place. But I do think a good way to approach this in the future is saying that if you are a conference champion, you can waive the 9-win rule that you have to get an at-large bid, but you still have to be in the top 12 of the BCS. You should have to meet the other at-large criteria in order to get it.
See what you just did? In the future. You know, it's always reactionary. There's never any proactive. Every single year we try to come up with, let's make sure last year doesn't happen again. I mean, it's just going to be the 4th time in 7 years that the BCS has had a terrible, colossal failure.
Their job is to get number 1 and number 2. They haven't gotten that correct every year. But the key is, you can't take it away from Pittsburgh. And I'm not protecting the university. The key is, this team, they defeated Notre Dame at Notre Dame. They defeated West Virginia.
They lost to Nebraska.
It doesn't matter. They got hot at the right time. Nebraska's season went straight down the tubes. Their season went right up to the top. This is a team that possibly could have.
You're going to penalize Texas. You're going to penalize a 2-loss Georgia.
Well, if they beat South Florida and finish 8-3, then I think that probably because the rules are already in place, it's not a.
I don't want to see Utah, Pittsburgh.
Well, I think you might, though. You might have to deal with it.
There's a lot of people out there.
We're going to talk more about the BCS and what perhaps should be done to alleviate some of these problems in the future a little bit later on in our roundtable segment. A roundtable to discuss USC. They've been strong, but all of a sudden Tennessee staring at some bad history. And how about this guy, D'Angelo Williams? Get to know him, putting up some huge numbers for Memphis.
It happens in every NCAA football game. An interception, a defensive stand, or a dramatic touchdown.
College Game Day Final is presented by Pontiac. Vote for this week's Pontiac game-changing performance at ESPN.com/Pontiac.
You know you only get it here. First, the projected BCS standings through the games of November 27th are brought to you by Allstate. They're put together by BCS guru Brad Edwards. Brad still believes the FedEx Orange Bowl for the national championship will be USC and Oklahoma. Auburn still sitting in 3rd. Utah still safe and secure. Top 6 to get an at-large bid. But that brings us to the question, how are the pollsters going to react? How should they react? Let's show you how the top 10 ought to look in our view when it comes out on Saturday. Who's number 1?
Well, 2 teams didn't play. I mean, I'll let USC be number 1. 2 teams didn't play.
No, you had Auburn, but
well, I had Auburn number 1, but I think USC, I'll let them be number 1. Okay. I think Auburn needs to be number 2. I mean, you can't change. 2 teams didn't play.
Yes, I concur.
They didn't play, so I put Auburn number 2. I want to do something here, though, guys.
All right.
I know you guys have given me a hard time about Georgia all season long. I am ready to take Louisville and move them ahead of Georgia.
I think you're right.
Georgia has not played well. They struggled again against Georgia Tech. This Louisville football team needs to move up.
And what about Boise State? I don't think
it could be any one of those 4 teams. I'd put them below Iowa.
Even below Michigan or Iowa, absolutely.
Okay.
And that's nothing against Dan Hawkins. This is a terrific offensive football team.
Right.
But I've got one question.
But I'm not sure how they match up with some of these big teams from the BCS.
I've got a question about the BCS because of parity in BCS leagues. 2 lost teams, because they play such difficult schedules, suddenly are getting knocked down below the Boise States of the world. I think that's unfair.
But, guys, we're missing the big picture. There's a team that could qualify, and we'll probably do that next week for a BCS game.
We don't have a tile
up there. Not even a tile up there for Pittsburgh.
No Syracuse, no Pittsburgh.
Well, Syracuse 6-5, not going to get a tile. Pittsburgh probably needs some. This is how the top 10 ought to look. The top 3, USC, Auburn, and Oklahoma in that order. at least according to our ballots. Let's hand out some helmet stickers,
Okay,
guys.
sure.
What do you think?
First one goes to a guy that played yesterday. 64 career rushing TDs, 165 yards yesterday. Want me to get that? Yes, I will. Cedric Benson,
Governor.
Texas Longhorns, the governor.
How about Josh Hyman, freshman wide receiver, 98 yards, 2 touchdowns, and how about 2 huge catches, Pontiac game-changing performance catches?
No question. I've got a sticker but no helmet, but I've got plenty of tape for D'Angelo Williams, 263 yards for Memphis. That's a career high. This guy in the top 5 in both all-purpose yardage and rushing this year. D'Angelo Williams gets a helmet sticker but no helmet. I'll put it
How
on.
about Matt Leinart? Had a decent game
That's
today.
so weak.
400 yards, 5 touchdowns, national TV against Notre Dame.
Well,
Matt
guys, a guy that I have a lot of respect for. You don't see it a lot in college football anyway, but a guy playing both sides of the ball, Diamond Ferry, an unbelievable. Look at him right here. The young man's a safety. He rushes for 144 yards. He has a pick 6. He included 6 tackles. Did he kick off? Did he kick extra points? He ought to have 4 helmet stickers, 4 of them. Excellent job.
I'll give him 2. How about that?
Okay.
How about Ashland Davis from Tulsa? Also, I don't know where the Tulsa helmet is. Here's another sticker. Here's more videotape proof for Ashland Davis, who returned his 5th kickoff of the year for a touchdown. That is an NCAA record. In fact, nobody had ever returned more than 3 in a single season. Ashland Davis of Tulsa getting a helmet sticker. That's it for you?
That's all for us. What do you got? You got another one?
I've got one more.
Hold on.
Well, Boise State right here. And you hear about the Boise State offense, all those points they score.
Yeah.
How about the Boise State defense? Cam Hall coming up with a couple of picks, including a pick 6. Boise State finishing off an 11-0 regular season. I know we put you down like 14, Boise State, but you get a helmet sticker. It's going to do it for us. Next Saturday is Championship Saturday. Mark May, Trev Alberts, I'm Reese Davis. We'll see you then.